everybody, and welcome aboard the most special episode of Dan and Frankie Goes to Hollywood that you have ever seen or listened to, or whatever you do to get this podcast into your tiny little brains. That sounded really condescending, and I apologize for that. You're extremely intelligent, and we love you. So this time around, we're doing our top 10 movies of 2025. And we have got all sorts of people here. So I'm going to go around the room here. Starting off, we've got there we go, the lovely Frankie, whose name is in the podcast. So hello, Frankie. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. I love that my screen is different from yours, so you're just like pointing off to the side,
Yeah,
not to
Oh,
nowhere.
same.
you're there. She's there, right?
Yeah,
I'm not
you
making
you are
what?
there on
Oh,
my screen.
yeah. See, no, you're there. You're right there. So yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah, Nobbin. Oh, this the mirrored thing is confusing
Yeah,
me.
that's me.
oh,
Nobbins, you're that way.
no, that's a plant. But anyway, who is also another special guest today. Welcome, plant. So yeah, that's Frankie. I'm Dan. Right next to me here is a guy, very first time joining us on our podcast, frequent listener. This is Mr. Buffy Prescott, who is a local Gold Coast music legend. I've known this guy for it's got to be over 20 years now, isn't it? Like
Been a
well
minute.
over. Yeah,
Been a
yeah.
minute. Yeah.
We've worked together on music videos and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, no, we just couldn't wait to get him on board. How the hell are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm really, really happy to be here. Like you
Hmm.
said, long time listener, first
Yeah,
time caller.
I know. Out of the three people that listen to this podcast,
Yeah,
he is one
I'm
of
one of
them.
them.
Yep, yep, you and my mum
Yeah.
and dad.
A
Uh,
bit of interaction with yourself and Frankie on Letterboxd as well.
that is
So,
true. That is true.
yeah, it's
And
finally nice to be
a
here.
feud here and there as well.
We do have a past.
Yeah, yeah, which we'll get to
And will
that.
we start a new one this time?
I've
This
No
year?
already
doubt.
I've already got the perfect segue in my head to throw that into the mix later on. So,
I look forward to it.
all right, moving on down here. I don't know if it's on his screen or anyone's screen, but on my screen down below us is Mr. Liam Underwood, all the way from the UK. He's stayed up well past his bedtime. Mr. Liam, how the hell are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me back again to
No,
talk
no,
more
that's
movies.
okay. That's all right. We needed someone who sounded like they know what they're talking about. So,
And you
we
picked
figured,
me.
like, why not bring Liam back? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So you doing well?
Yeah, can't complain, just haven't gone back to work yet, so that's Monday's thing that I'm
Right.
dreading. But, apart from that, that's a huge problem.
Ah.
The recent weeks have been all movies, trying
Mhm.
to get this list finalized.
Right, right. Okay, cool. And then beside him, like, oh no, hang on, which way? Down in that down in the corner there, we got Nobbins. Anyway, so moving on. No, come on, that's not nice. Nobbins, how you doing?
Oh, so you're talking to me now. Fine. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
no,
you
I'm
are
good.
Nobbins, aren't you?
Well, you passed over me before, so I thought just tuned out.
I was
Yeah.
going around the room like
Yeah.
Frankie, me,
Yeah.
Buffy, Liam, and
Then you
then you.
said Nobbins and moving on, and I
Oh
thought
yeah, but that was a
that's
joke. Come on, we do
uh,
jokes on this podcast. We don't take it seriously.
since when?
Oh,
I
you
don't
didn't
think you've said
ever?
anything funny since I've known you, so this
Uh,
is quite new for me.
hey, that's not very nice. Now, Nobbins, come on, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Daniel. How are
My
you?
soon-to-be neighbor.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You can
Yeah,
live in the street,
yeah,
literally in the
exactly.
street
Well,
next to me.
actually,
Yeah.
we probably didn't tell you we're actually moving into your house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
there's
when you
plenty of
asked
room in the
before,
garage. Yeah.
yeah, when you asked before if we got a place lined up, I didn't want to tell you,
Mm,
but we
mm.
do, and yeah, it's yours. Um,
Yay.
you're gonna love it. It's so much fun. Ah, wow.
The
All
dog
right.
will be
So,
happy. He likes meeting new friends.
what was that? Sorry.
The dog will be happy. He likes meeting new friends.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, Barkins is always up for new friends and stuff. All right. So yes, as I said before, this is our list of the top 10 movies that we saw in 2025 that were released in 2025. There might be some arguments as to dates that it's like, oh, but that came out
Well, I
December
mean, not
2025.
arguments, it doesn't
No.
matter, but there are different ways you could look at it. And Nosferatu is officially an Australian release this year, but I've left it out of I like disqualified it because it got talked about so much last year because almost everybody else got it last year
Mm.
that I feel like it's done. And same with The Brutalist. I haven't watched it, so I don't know if it would have made my top 10, but I thought that, like, I forgot that was a this year
Mm.
release as well because everyone was talking about it last year. So it feels kind of done.
I
So I
just
didn't prioritize it in my watch list.
I disqualified Nosferatu on the basis that I haven't seen it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same.
Well,
I
that works too.
I now have a top 9, not a top 10.
Well, this is just me. I just made it
Yeah.
a thing for my list. But I mean, also, I've got some on my list that Letterboxd has as 2024 because they played at festivals and things, but their like
Like that
theatrical
Estonian.
release or digital release is this year. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I've got a mixture depending on territories and
Mm.
releases and festivals and things. There's a bit of a gray area.
Right, right. Whereas I managed to squeeze out 10 movies for this list because as has been well documented along the year, I've not watched a lot of movies. But I actually had a recent entry into this thing. So Jerry Springer Fights Camera Action has been pushed out of the number 10 spot. Which I was like so desperate for movies to put in. I was like, well, that was a documentary that came out last year. It counts, doesn't it? That's, Jerry. And it was really good. But yeah, I got a late entry in which well pushed it out because it ended up in the top five. So yeah, but I managed to get 10. So yeah,
Hmm.
I'm happy about
I
that.
think I got to about 44 movies that I watched this year from
Oh.
released this year.
What's it like? What's it like not having kids? Like, tell me the stories
You've
of
forgotten
your life.
already.
Remember how, like, way back when we first met, and you were kind of like, oh man, I kind of envy you. Like, you got this circle
Mm.
you hang out with, and like, going out doing fun things and all that. So now it's role reversal here. Like, I'm just like, what's a
Well,
movie?
I
I'm just
don't
going to put in a
have.
brag and say I watched 47, 2025 movies
Oh, well, I watched four, so
because
Are
I
we,
have children, but my children are a little bit older than yours, so a
yeah, considerably.
little bit.
as I say, we can get our letterbox year in review out and flex if we need to.
How many have you
Yeah,
seen?
yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
That didn't give me 2025 movies, but I logged 293 movies
Jesus.
in 20.
I can beat
That's
that.
impressive.
Oh,
I knew Frankie could beat it.
oh,
I thought I'd had a bad movie year, but I
yeah,
obviously had a
right.
really good like first half of the year, so that when the second half went bad, it still overall wasn't a thing. I watched, hang on, let me just
How
go
do I
to
find
there.
out how many movies I watched this year? Like,
Go to
I've got
the
it in there.
homepage, they'll have a
oh,
banner.
I don't know. Oh, I think.
I logged 332.
Oh,
That's impressive.
Can you guess who my most watched actor was?
oh,
Yeah.
Easy,
Al Pacino.
easy.
Kevin
Yeah,
Costner. Oh,
it was Al Pacino.
yeah, of course. Yeah, you do pay
Long
attention
time listener.
to this. How about you, Liam? How many movies do you reckon you've seen this year?
Oh, I can tell you, I've done worse of everyone here, and I only watched 99 movies in 2025.
Oh, you didn't
Oh,
make your 100.
I did not, no, I
I
did
mean, you
not
should, you
make
should
oh,
have
my
watched a
100.
short film just to get there,
I could
like a
yeah,
have,
Charlie
yeah,
Chaplin or something.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I probably should have done, but there's something nice about it. Just
No,
not
that's
quite
not.
making the
You
mark. It
failed.
feels
You're
like
an
that just sums up
absolute
life.
failure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How do you kick somebody off the podcast?
mm.
No, I'm not really going to do that. All right. Well, now that we've proclaimed that Frankie has more free time than any of us, how about we kick off our lists? And I think we should do like we did with the Hallows. We'll go around in a clockwise circle, which means that Frankie, who is there, like when you watch this back later.
Okay, you're gonna have to remind us what the order is since it's different on all our screens.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I got this. Don't worry. Everybody
Okay.
relax. So we're going to start with Frankie. So yeah, if you want to kick it off with
Okay,
your.
I'm just gonna say I had a definite 6 for my list, and then I struggled greatly with the remaining spots and which ones would take those spots. And then I had to think about things
Oh no.
like individual things like characters or experience or something, if that was more important than overall like rewatchability and all of that. And I had one of my best films this year was a documentary, and I was going to discount it
Henry Springer.
because how do you rank like a documentary
Mm.
against other films? But then I just thought, well, it's a really good film, and I'm struggling so much to fill a spot, so I'm just going to chuck that
But
in
I thought Jerry
anyway.
Springer documentary was last year.
No, it wasn't.
So, no,
Oh, it's this year.
I
Yeah.
am talking about Becoming Led Zeppelin,
Ah,
which I thought I was going to miss out the cinema because it just played one time on one weekend, and that was it. But then they brought it back, so I was able to see it because that was the one weekend that I couldn't do anything.
mm,
And so yeah, it follows them up until the release of the second album. So it's got lots of footage from the time. It's got the members talking now, and it even had audio of John Bonham that had never been heard. And it was really cool because they were playing it to the other members who hadn't heard it before and just showing their reactions to hearing what he was saying and stuff. So, and they had some performances. So it was really good that's why I wanted to see it at the cinema because
mhm.
concert footage. Yeah, I have a love of Led Zeppelin pretty much my whole life because they're probably my dad's favorite band, or at least one of his top favorite bands. So I've always heard their music. So I haven't deep dived through all their albums, but yeah, I know a ton of songs and I like them. So it was really cool to
You're so
be.
lucky. I grew up on Neil Diamond and ABBA and stuff, and you had Led Zeppelin.
Well, I had my mum's a big Neil Diamond fan, so I did have that. But my
Uh,
dad is like 70s rock and 60s
mm,
stuff
Mm.
is like the sweet spot. So I heard lots of 60s stuff and lots of 70s rock.
right, right.
But also Bee Gees, which I
Mhm.
Mm,
didn't like listening to.
ELO.
I'm like okay on them now, but I would never choose to play a Bee Gees album. They're not really my thing.
yeah,
But mostly it was rock music. So
yeah, yeah. Now, would you say? I think I asked you this question at the time, but for anyone, there might be people out there who don't ever
yeah, well,
heard
this movie
of us
came out in
before.
March or something.
Would you say the Led Zeppelin documentary would be interesting for people who don't really have an interest in the band?
Well, I mean, if you hate their music, don't watch it,
Oh, I
obviously,
wouldn't say
because you're going to
hate.
hear a lot of their music. But I think it's interesting. I also love the 70s. So you've
Mm,
got footage from the 70s. So, like the stuff they're wearing and how they look. I think it's an
yeah.
interesting look as a movie about a rock band coming together and how
Mhm.
they got started and everything. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be interesting.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, there could very easily be a documentary about a band that, you might not have any interest in, but it's
Mm.
such an interesting story
Mhm.
and everything that might even make you a fan of said band and stuff. So who knows? Cool. All right. Well, I guess I'm next. So my number 10 is Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Oh, can I just say before we continue on,
Yes.
um, if someone says a film that you have higher on your list, as soon as they announce it, say higher,
Oh.
and then we'll hold off talking about the film till
Ah.
we get to its highest spot on anyone's list.
Okay, cool.
So we're not talking about the same film over and over,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or people
That's
have
fair enough.
giving away
Yeah.
stuff. So
All right.
just, yeah.
Anyone else have Avatar: Fire and Ash on their list? Well, there you go. So I went into this with a pretty open mind. It was one of those things like when the first Avatar came out, I liked it. I didn't go as nuts as a lot of people did over it. And I remember going to see the second one and thinking to myself, I actually enjoyed it a little bit more than the first one, but I wasn't so invested in it to the point where like I bought the 3D Blu-ray and I didn't actually take it out of its shrink wrap until we went to rewatch it before the third one. So that kind of gives you an indication of my level of Avatar fandom. But went and saw this third one, and it's really made me a lot more of an Avatar fan now. I loved this third one. It was the first time we got to visit IMAX 3D, which was just one of the most insanely brilliant ways to watch a movie I've ever seen. Hands up here who anyone else has seen IMAX 3D before? You haven't?
I've done IMAX a few times, but not 3D.
Not the 3D?
Yeah, I'm not a. I know you bow
Yeah.
at the altar of 3D, but
I do. It
not a
makes me
massive fan.
a little hard, but yeah. No, oh man, it was crazy. It felt like, and as Nobbins agreed with my assessment, it felt like the screen was right here, like a few centimeters away from your face, but everything was still in focus, almost like you were sort of, doing a reverse Sadako and putting your head into the screen. But yeah, no, the whole film, I thought, yeah, the story was amazing. It gave us a villain that just stole the freaking show. What was her name again? Varong, played by Una Chaplin, who is Charlie Chaplin's granddaughter.
Mm.
She was just remarkable. Every scene with her, I was just like, yeah, please don't end this scene. Yeah, and it's one of those things that like every time one of these movies comes out, you kind of like, oh my God, we've reached peak special effects. Like it can't get any better than this, and then it does. The realism of everything in this film was just staggering. So yeah, this one actually made my top 10. Well, I shouldn't sound surprised being that I had 11 films to choose from, but yeah.
Poor Jerry.
Yeah, boy, damn it. Yeah, no, I really love this film. I will absolutely be buying it when it comes out, and yeah, that's kind of got me thinking I want to watch the Avatar films more often now. So yeah, there you go. Over to you, sir.
Me.
Over to you? Yes, indeed.
All right. My number 10 is
Jerry Springer.
animated. I don't know if anybody's got any other animated films on there, but if you do, I'm probably sure this isn't on it.
No.
I'm not going to sell anybody here or on the other side of the screen on anime.
Oh, no.
But my number 10, just because it was an awesome time at the cinema and I'm a massive fan, was Chainsaw Man, the Resi arc.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was like, I think, it's one of the, but besides Demon Slayer, I'm going to get anime geeky here for a minute. Besides the Demon Slayer film, it was like number one in Japan for like 6 weeks, number one in America for a couple of weeks as well. So I don't know if it went number one here, but it did debut top 5. Not that means it's amazing, as lots of top box office will tell you. But I have, as a middle-aged man, strangely have an affinity with the 16-year-old male protagonist of this. And the movie is half love story, and then it takes a turn, and then it's just like, balls out action for like the last half of the film. And it's some of the best framed and staged action sequences I saw at the cinema this year.
Wow.
So, I'm sure you could watch it standalone. There is a season 1 that you should probably watch to get all the characters' backstories before you dive in. But I knew it was going to fall on deaf ears here, but it was definitely one of my top 10 favorite times at the cinema.
So what's the movie about? What's the plot in a nutshell?
Well, once again, you'd probably have to go back to the series to understand. The main character, Denji, is like an abandoned kid who doesn't understand love, doesn't understand the matters of the heart, and he gets put into a situation where he gets a new heart that is actually a chainsaw demon. Here we go. We're going Japanese now, which is actually a chainsaw demon, and gives him the power to become Chainsaw Man to battle other demons that are infiltrating society.
Okay.
But the main through line is him trying to understand love and what it's like to have someone who loves him back. And that's the big draw card for me.
Mm-hmm.
The rest is all nuts, horror, violent, brutal action scenes.
Cool.
Hmm.
All right.
I don't know if
So
I
I
saw
have-
everybody, but it's definitely worth your time. Even
It's been on my to watch list since it came out, so I need to watch the TV show. And I do actually like anime, so
Oh, cool.
yeah.
the first
Yeah,
season's like
same.
12 episodes, and they have on Crunchyroll, they put it into 2 films, like the first 6 episodes, the second season. So you could actually watch like 3 movies and you'll be up to speed.
Cool. I will watch them. My son loves Chainsaw Man, and he's been hanging out to watch the movie for a long time. So
All right.
since it got released, yeah.
The
So
bonding.
I get very, very much.
Awesome. All right, Liam. Out
All
of
right.
out of your 99 films, what was number 10?
Which, bear in mind, they weren't all 2025
I know,
releases
I know.
either.
I'm
I
just
think I hit about 2025 releases, I think.
okay.
But my number 10 was Companion.
Ah.
Ooh,
Oh, hang on.
just missed out.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, just missed out on mine as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
honorable mention for me as well. It was on my list for a long time.
Yep.
Higher.
I'll be quiet then.
Considerably higher. Because I liked it more than Jerry Springer.
What?
I
Wow.
meant I don't know what Jerry Springer's opinion of Companion was. I don't mean I liked it more than Jerry Springer liked it. I mean, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to
Jerry
find
Springer
out
dead?
given he's dead. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably not aware of it.
Yeah, well, who knows? So yeah, sorry, Liam, you don't get to talk about it just now.
It's like,
I feel bad. I actually kind of feel like I've robbed you of your like we've all been like, oh, I love this film because blah 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 blah
Mm.
blah. And then it comes to you and you're like, hey, Companion, but nah, okay, next, Nobbins.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan said, shut up.
Sorry, Liam.
that's okay.
Over to you, Nobbins.
So my number 10 is a movie by Steven Soderbergh called Black Bag,
Right.
which is a third of the movies over the last 3 years he did with screenwriter David Koepp.
Mhm.
The first being Kimmy and the second being Presence, both of which I really liked, but I'd like this even more than the other two. So it's a spy movie with Kate Blanchett and Michael Fassbender, and they're both fantastic. It's really there's like a sense of humor going through it as well, but the action scenes are fantastic. It's not too long. It's 90 minutes, so it gets in, says what it has to say, and then gets out again. So a really good movie if you like those sort of spy thrillers of like James Bond or that sort of thing. Yeah, good times.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is he still operating his own camera and everything? Like, is he still his own cinematographer and stuff? Oh,
Yep.
that's good. Yeah.
He also dropped Presents this year as well. I don't know if you watched that one.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
the twist at the end was really good.
Oh, killer.
Oh, yeah. When it turns out the dog did it. I mean, come on. Did any of us see that coming?
That was good, boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Presents.
Yeah, I caught Presents, but I wasn't for me.
Wasn't a fan.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Controversial.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
Kick
Yeah.
out, man. I just like I remember, yeah, just the feeling that rushed over me and that last reveal. And
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a similar feeling to I had when the credits started playing.
Wow.
Which was about a minute later, so it's about the same time. Yeah.
Oh, you got me very curious about all that now. But anyway, cool. Thank you, Nobbins. Frankie, we're up to number 9.
This is another one that I think maybe no one else has seen, but I picked Neighborhood Watch, which is the 4th movie of the year that Jack Quaid is in.
Mhm.
This one is one that it's more the characters than the plot, but Jack Quaid's a guy who is mentally ill. They don't say what it is. People have said schizophrenia, so who knows? But he sees a girl get abducted, thrown into a van, and taken away. And because he's like been in hospital and everything, the police don't believe that it actually happened. And so he turns to his neighbor, who is Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who is a guy that's all like security stuff. He used to do security on a campus, and that didn't work out. And he's sort of trying to keep it going. And the new security guy on campus is like, go away, you can't be here anymore and all of this. And he's just sort of like a, cranky old man character. And so he thinks Jack Quaid's like the weirdo that lives next door, but they end up sort of coming together because, you know, he ends up thinking, oh, maybe he did see this girl get abducted and he's, knows some things about finding people, kind of. And then it's just following them, trying to, figure out what's going on and see if they can save the girl and all of this. So, but it's really focused on the two characters and their personalities and how they get along and get to know each other and everything. And I just found them so cool. And so I was actually really disappointed when the movie ended because I was like, oh, I don't get to hang out with them anymore. So, they were really good together. So yeah, I thought I'll put that on the list just for that being one of my like favorite character pairings of the year in movies. The plot is sort of like hasn't really stuck with me, but it's just more the thing of their personalities and them doing stuff because it's a very small movie. I actually found out afterwards they had like a $500,000 budget.
Oh wow.
And
Holy shit, that's really small.
I didn't think it was that small when I was watching it, so I guess they used it really well. But yeah, so it's a really kind of contained film. A lot of it is just the two of them. But yeah, that's very cool. So I recommend.
Right.
Yeah, I've not even heard of that film, and I like both of those actors, so I'm surprised that just completely passed me by somehow.
I don't know if it has it's just on like VOD, so I don't know that it had any kind of proper release anywhere.
Okay.
I only know about it because I was looking at Jack Quaid's filmography and I read about it.
A man who hasn't even watched 100 movies is, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are you really into cinema? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the question is out there.
What are you even doing here, Liam? No, just kidding. No, cool. No, that does sound good. And yes, I do remember when it came out and I looked at it and thought, oh, that looks interesting, and then didn't watch it. So I should probably do something about that at some point.
This is amazing. And
oh, dude, that's kind of like pretty much nearly every movie that came out last year is like, oh,
life just gets in the way.
I really want to see that, and yeah, it's on the list. I have a list. Yeah, I should do a solo episode of this just devoted to the 2025 movies I would like to see one day. Yeah, nice 4-hour episode, but anyway. Cool. Well, moving on to you and I gave this movie the same rating. My number 9 is a movie that when I first heard about it being made, I kind of thought like, is this going to be any good? I don't know. Then I found out who was directing it and I was like, oh, I'm interested. And then I saw the cast. I was like, okay, I'm on board. And that is The Naked Gun. Does anybody have this movie higher on their list?
No.
Well,
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, Liam, is this one of your 99? Have you seen this one?
No, this one I haven't seen the others, and me being me, I have to watch the others before I watch this one.
I need to watch the others, so I just completely ran out of time.
Oh, geez, Louise. I've seen the others. I've even got like the actual series Police Squad on Blu-ray and everything. Like, I love all that stuff.
I think I saw 1 or 2 when I was a kid, but
right.
Basically don't remember anything.
I love all that stuff because those movies largely helped shape my sense of humor. Yeah, which is probably no surprise to anyone who really knows me. Shut up, you. Yeah, I love that kind of silly, slapsticky wordplay humor and things like that. Then when I found out that Akiva Schaffer was directing this movie, he of the Lonely Island trio, I was like, oh my God, yeah, this is great. I thought Liam Neeson, because at first I was like, hang on, is he playing Frank Drebin? But then when I found out that he was the son of Frank Drebin, I was like, okay, like that actually, I'm on board with that. That's cool. The return of Pamela Anderson, who was just amazing in this film. But yeah, it is the sort of film that it actually took me a while before I finally got to see it. Like the whole world was talking about it and going on about how it's just rapid fire jokes. Like, you pretty much recovered from one joke when the next one comes up and it's just nonstop. And yeah, it is pretty much like that. It didn't get a full 5 stars from me because I did find some of the humor I thought went a little bit too silly. Like the thing with the owl and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm sort of watching that. I'm like,
Was it the Zuckers who did the original ones? Is
Yeah,
that right? Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I think it's in the same vein, though. You know what I mean? You watch those originals, they're still teeters on the ridiculous.
Mhm.
It teeters, but this one I thought a couple of
Yeah.
times went over that edge. So there were a few moments, yeah, I thought, okay, no, that's not funny. It's gone a bit too far. But look, overall, yeah, it was to me it's just a really welcome return to this style of movie, which I think the world just needs more of. It was so supremely entertaining. It's going to be infinitely rewatchable. It's one of those movies that no matter how many times you see it, I think it's going to be super enjoyable. And yeah, I had a really really good time with it. So that made my top 10. So there you go.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like I remember, like, I couldn't remember the last time I'd been to the cinema with that style of comedy, and doing the communal exorcism while everybody's laughing together. It's been a while since a movie like that's been at the cinema.
Yeah, I regret that I didn't get to see it at the cinema. I had to wait for it to come to streaming and watch it on my own, which isn't ideal. Because even if you don't get the cinema experience, I think these kind of movies are always best if you're watching it with at least one other person. And
yeah, for sure.
So yeah, which and I was aware of that because I must admit, like, yeah, there were times I was kind of sitting there like, I'm really enjoying this, but God, I'd be enjoying this a whole lot more if someone was watching it with me. And I did factor that in. Because by the end of it, I was kind of like, how many stars am I giving this? Like, I laughed. I didn't laugh as hard as maybe I should have, but that was because of that community or communal thing. Like, yeah, so I factored that in and thought, no, look, it's 4 stars. It's definitely. So yeah, no, highly recommend that one. So yeah. All right, moving down, we got Mr. Liam Underwood. What is your number 9?
I didn't want to give a number 9.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, we'll just skip, shall we?
Yeah.
That's right. No, I was testing you all, and you passed with flying colors.
I know we want to get to Liam because he hasn't had a shot yet.
Yeah.
But I'll just quickly say my number 9.
Oops.
Stephen King is so hot right now. We have this year had The Running Man.
We did.
Welcome to Derry, The Long Walk, and I think there's one other one.
Probably.
Oh, The Monkey.
Oh yeah.
But my favorite Stephen King adaptation this year was Life of Chuck. Does anybody have The Life of Chuck?
I hated that movie.
I forgot about that. I haven't seen it.
I can understand why it would be so divisive.
So boring. I hated it.
Nobbins, be nice.
Oh, that's okay, man. This is what we're here for.
No, it's not.
I felt it very life affirming.
Yep.
So
I can see that.
And about the Naked Gun being like that vibe in the cinema.
Yep.
When I walked out of The Life of Chuck, I felt, it's just a wash of appreciation and the want to just recognize like the small things as much as the big things. So and Hiddleston knocks it out of the park.
That's a solid cast.
Yeah, the cast is awesome. And it's
Meet
really, really hard to explain the plot without spoiling everything. But it's just it's an analysis of this one man's life and what he meant to the world. So
okay.
And it's Stephen King light, like Stephen King gentle. So it's
very much,
so you're not going to get any. But there's a little bit of.
There's no mad kills or anything.
And So let's hope Liam has something that's not.
Well,
higher
before we go on, I'm going to quiz you.
Yes.
Okay, we've got Mia Sara, of course, who was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Mark Hamill in this film. Now, what is a common connection between these two, Mr. Buffy Prescott?
Oh, holy shit, man!
Yeah, I'll give you a clue. It's DC related.
Well, I'm a
Washington.
Marvel kid, everybody. So he's really throwing it in Barnaby. Um,
They both hated the
Mark Hamill.
uh, Batman vs
Mark
Superman.
Hamill's obviously the Joker
He
in
obviously
with a
was.
voice.
Yep.
So Mia Sarah's done a voice.
No.
No. I give up.
Anyone else?
I never even heard the name Mia Sarah till today.
Oh my God. Okay. She played Harley Quinn in the Birds of Prey TV series, the very short-lived TV series.
Today I learned
No, there was a TV
TV
series.
It was
series.
a TV series back in, I think, early 2000s or something. And yeah, so I'm looking at those two like names right next to each other, and that's where my brain went straight away. So yeah. We've also got Carl Lumbly in here, who was the voice of Martian Manhunter in the Justice League TV series. There's all sorts of DC connections.
That's why it's
here.
his pod.
Well, Heather Langenkamp is in this.
Oh, that's
Who?
interesting.
Matthew Lillard, the cast in this is absolutely amazing, actually. Like,
It's just a pity it wasn't a better movie.
David Dalmatian is in it.
And it's Mike Flanagan too. So
Yep.
if you like Flanagan,
I missed that.
yeah.
But hang on, it says here that it's the 2024 movie, so it doesn't qualify.
Yeah, that's probably why I missed it when I was doing a look at 2025 movies on Letterboxd to make my
Yeah,
short
but
list.
it was,
So
it was
that one
released in
didn't come
Australia
up.
in 2025.
Yeah, but
Just busting
I think
balls.
yeah, that's the annoying thing with Letterboxd is that if they play at festivals, that's
Yeah.
the year that Letterboxd has. Because yeah, you can miss things. Because I wanted to see this, but I forgot that it was a movie from this year, so I didn't have it in my list.
Definitely check it out.
Nobbins apologized to you in his review. He said, did not connect with this at all, found it boring, schmaltzy, and uninspired. Soz.
Thanks for the apology.
Yeah.
He said soz.
So I did say Soz.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
He's the wizard of soz.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm adding that to my watch list so I don't forget about
It's
it
like
again.
that. What was
I
that
love
movie about the fish? That a lot of people love because it was quirky and life inspiring. I found it schmaltzy and boring.
Mm.
Um,
No
yeah.
soz, though?
No, it's not that time. No.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll
fair
be
enough.
interested to hear what you think of it, Frankie, actually.
Mm.
And it's, Flanagan and Stephen King are like this,
Mm.
and I think Flanagan's doing that new Carrie series and
Yep.
is attached to the Dark Tower. So
So why are you interested in what Frankie has to say about it and not me?
Because you'll never get to watch it.
Like the movies that speak to her.
Well, all movies, except for silent films, and all movies
Oh, here
speak
we
to me. But yeah, anyway, there's some of that Naked Gun humor coming through. All right. No, thank you for that. I'm if anything, I'm really interested in cast and director for this one. But yeah, but apparently it's schmaltzy, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But now you got both
Yeah,
in your head, so you're not like
exactly.
you're going imbalanced.
All right, now we had a little bit of a teaser for this before, but now is time for the real thing. It is time for Mr. Liam's number 9. Take it away,
Right.
Liam. I'm so sorry about that.
I'm excited for this because I'm curious if anyone has this on their list as well.
Oh,
My number 9 is Eternity.
That was
No,
so
close to
being
making
on
it.
my
Yep.
list.
But didn't
Okay.
quite. Yeah.
I almost watched it the other night, but then I decided to watch something else. So
It's so good.
But yeah, it's a great movie. Loved it.
So
Yeah.
it's not on anyone's list.
Okay, so
Very
brilliant.
close. It was the last one I took off.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So my number 9, Eternity. It's Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, and some dude from like Bridgerton
Yeah.
or something. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure he's good.
I didn't see the movie posted now. Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, some dude.
Some dude.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
that for me as well.
He's a beautiful man, but I'd never seen him before.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it's one of those. I took my mum to see it at the cinema. She loved it. She doesn't really watch a lot of films, so this really spoke to her. It's about the concept is when you die, you go to this like holding area, and you can choose where to spend eternity. And Elizabeth Olsen has a choice to make between her husband of I think many many years, and then her first husband. Yeah, who died like years and years and years ago, and he's been waiting for her in this holding area ever since. And when she gets there, she has to choose who she wants to spend eternity with, and it's just one of those movies that is super just wholesome, and you come out of it feeling good. It's got good laughs in there
Mm.
and just a good sort of message. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So they made number nine.
Yeah, because you've got Divine Joy Randolph and John
Yeah.
Early are two of the, like, you get a
Mm.
consultant when you go
Mm.
there because you've got a week to decide your eternity. And so they're two of the consultants there, and they're really funny
Yeah,
and
they
fun.
were
So, like,
brilliant, the two of
those
them.
Yeah.
five main characters were all so cool and charming and nice. And I also add that Elizabeth Olsen had some really cool things to wear, and I
Yeah.
would love to have a lot of the things that she was wearing. And I also started thinking about what I would choose for eternity, and then realized that that's kind of a bit of a hell thing to have to make the decision of what you like, the world you want to go to for eternity, that you're just
Big
never
cats.
gonna get
Mm.
sick of and never gonna want to do anything else. And it's
Cats and
you
movies. That would be
realize
your
how
eternity.
hard.
Al Pacino.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cats, movies, and Al Pacino.
You know, I watched a movie that had that kind of thing where this girl died and she had to sort of help sort out a thing, and then she would get her, it was like a personal heaven thing, and she was from the 50s, so her thing was um spending eternity with James Dean. And
Hmm.
yeah, and I'm just like, that's kind of fun. But at the same time, too, what if James Dean's an asshole? Like,
Mm.
Which apparently was. Yeah,
Well, there you go. Yeah. Unlike Al Pacino, who was just like, an absolute saint.
just a lovely man.
He's a lovely, lovely man. Yeah, no, I'm very keen to see that movie. Yeah, like I said, the other night I was like, oh, maybe I'll watch that, but then I was like, I don't really feel like paying for a movie right now, so I watched something free instead.
I
So,
liked it more than I expected. I think
Mm.
because, like, nice movies like this don't really get made
Yeah.
so much these
Yep.
days, like for theatrical releases, and then a lot of the streaming versions are not good. So I think that's
Yeah.
probably why I didn't have huge expectations for this and just went in hoping for the best. And then, yeah, it turned out to be really good. Like, I can't think of anything I didn't really
Yeah. I
like
think
anything negative. I can't really think of anything that negative about it.
No.
no,
I,
I think these sorts of movies these days tend to have some sort of like cynical sting in their
mm.
tail,
mm,
and this just didn't, which was just a nice kind of refreshing
Hmm.
change.
But
I,
yeah,
li-
it was nice. It was funny. All
yeah,
the
I like the
characters
way
were
they
cool.
handled the endings as well.
Hmm.
There was kind of multiple directions that they were heading down, and I
I
thought,
know. I kept
oh,
thinking
don't,
it's gonna
yeah,
do this, and
yeah,
then it didn't
Yeah.
do that,
yeah.
but then it did
Then it
something
did,
else, and
yeah,
then
and
it
then did
went somewhere
something, yeah.
else, and yeah,
Yeah.
so I
So
really
I
liked that.
appreciate that.
Hmm.
cool. All right. Moving on now. Hang on, let me get this right. So we've done the Leah and
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
okay, Mo.
That's
Mo, aka Nobbins. What
me.
is your number nine film of last year, not this year?
Yes, number nine for me was The Last Viking, which is
Ah.
a movie starring Mads Mikkelsen
Hmm.
back in his homeland. And it's a weird kind of mix of, I think I put the review was just your usual mix of broad comedy, modern humor, violence, and emotional trauma. So it's like super violent in places, um, and it's bizarrely funny and dark funny in places as well. So
Right.
it's about this guy who is robs a bank and he gets put away for 15 years. The authorities never find the money. So when he gives it to his brother to hide his share of the cash. So when he's released from jail, he comes back to the family and wants to go get the money. His brother is played by Mads Mikkelsen, who is mentally ill, got multiple disorder syndrome, and he thinks he's John Lennon from the Beatles. And so to try and find out where he hid the money, because he doesn't want to say, they decide to organise a reunion of the Beatles with other people with multiple disordered personalities who think that they're
Oh wow.
Ringo Starr
yeah.
and John Lennon and Paul McCartney.
This really needs to be straight on my watch list.
And it is, yeah, it's a lot. And um, yeah, it's just it's the sort of thing that the less you know about, the more you get out of it. But yeah, it's quite deep and layered.
Mm.
Um, yeah, recommended.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Not even on my radar.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
directed
same.
by a Jensen.
Yes. So if you liked Riders of Justice, if you saw that movie, it's very similar in tone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Is it in Danish? Like is it...
Yes, so Danish with
Yeah,
English
yeah.
subtitles.
Awesome.
So you'll be able to just listen to it in Danish.
And understand every third word. I don't know if that's going to be a really ideal way to watch a film, but yeah, my dad could watch it, but anyway. Yeah, no, that sounds good. Yeah, I would like to see that. All right, we're starting the cycle again with Little Miss
Oh.
Frankie. We're going number 8. What you got for us?
This is another one that I just picked a thing about this movie to put it above the handful I had vying for these last 4 places.
Right.
And so I am picking the Springsteen movie, Deliver Me From Nowhere, because it's Springsteen. And it's funny because when the trailer first came out for this movie, which I think was like June or something, it was a really cool trailer and it was so good that it made me think, I don't really know Bruce Springsteen besides what I've heard on the radio my whole life. I should explore a bit, have a listen, because this is about making this album. I should check out what that album is and all of that. And so I started listening to Springsteen and then discovered I actually really like Springsteen.
Right.
Nebraska? Is that the album?
Yeah. Nebraska's a mood album, definitely, because it's quite different. But yeah, because I have found with a lot of bands, a number of times the singles are the not always the most interesting songs on albums. So I like to, if I just only know songs from the radio, then I think, well, I should listen to more to see, because there could be better songs that grab me. Whereas the radio song might just be, it's fine, which is what I was with Springsteen. Like I was fine listening to him, but I never liked it enough to explore further
Mm-hmm.
until this year because of the trailer being so good. And I was like, I should listen to the music and get to know the music, and then I can watch this film.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's got, I'm having a blank on his name, the
That,
guy playing him. Oh
yeah.
my God. Jeremy Allen White. I was like, I know it's a J and it's 3 names. He was really good. It was interesting to see him like with dark hair, and he had brown contacts in to look closer. And he was really good at singing. I was actually listening at times going, is he actually singing that? And I think there's a lot online too with people going, was he actually singing? And apparently he was. And he's really good and sounds a lot like Bruce. And then at times they kind of mixed his and Bruce's voices together.
Right.
But the soundtrack is released with him songs that he's singing. And he's obviously, they're not mixing Bruce's voice in all the time. I don't know when they did that. They do have some songs in the movie that are Bruce singing, just kind of, background songs, not like songs he's singing in the movie, just soundtrack. But yeah, it was really good. It's interesting. It's not the kind of movie that you would rewatch over and over because it's obviously when he was going through a dark time and trying to, deal with a lot of things. But it was a very interesting look at, that time in his career, and also trying to make this album that he just recorded on, it was like an 8-track or something in his bedroom, and trying to get the record company to release that with no fanfare, pretty much.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I've been sort of a mixed minds on that film because like I'm not really a Springsteen fan, and I did see the trailer on the big screen, and I thought it looks interesting, but yeah, do you think it's something I should just like hold my breath and jump in and possibly enjoy?
Well, I mean, I guess
You know
it's
my
like
taste.
all the music biopics. Like you're going to
Yeah.
hear a lot of music from the artist. So if
Mm,
you're okay with listening to that and it's not
mm,
going to like hurt your ears,
yeah.
then yeah, I think it's a fairly interesting story. There's a bit of a romance in it as
Mm,
well. Um, and stuff. He's processing a lot of issues with his father, so there's a
mhm.
lot of that in the movie.
Right, right.
So yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting look at someone.
Mm,
It's kind of weird to think it's based on a real person and that Bruce was there and like being a consultant and everything when
yeah.
it's exploring such a like dark time for him
Mm,
and putting out there the stuff with his father and everything. But yeah,
mm.
I think it's a pretty interesting
Okay.
film. So
Follow-up question. Have you gotten around to seeing Spinal Tap 2 yet?
no,
Damn it. Okay. I don't want to ruin the Springsteen.
no, yes.
Yeah, Nobbins, you know what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
Which is just still one of the best jokes I've heard this year. Have you seen Spinal Tap 2?
Oh man, I
Oh,
love it.
Yeah, I really
yeah.
need to, especially since you were talking about it and I found out Chris Addison was in it as well. I'm like, there's all
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things. I just need to see it.
Oh man, like every now and then I think of that Springsteen joke and it just makes me chuckle. It's one of the cleverest jokes I've ever heard in my life. And yeah, I shan't discuss it because I'd rather you not know about it. And when you hear it, you'll be like, oh, is that it? Which I can nearly guarantee is going to happen. But yeah, anyway. Cool. No, yeah, I'll probably check that out at some point. All right, my number what eight is a movie that yeah, like I love this movie. Final Destination Bloodlines. Anyone got this higher on their lists?
It's another
No?
honorable mention.
Okay, right, right. Yeah, holy shit. Uh, I've got a very love-hate relationship with the Final Destination films. I love the first one. After that, I just kind of felt like they were just filler. Like I up until the fifth one, which I thought was pretty good, and like especially the ending was very clever, the way it sort of came full circle and everything. But most of those films, I don't know. I actually forget them. Like even now, if you ask me what happened in, say, number three, I couldn't tell you. And I rewatched it not that long ago, but like I just find them ultimately forgettable. Um, but I heard good things about this one. I thought, okay, let's check it out. Oh, wow, that opening scene, my God. Have you seen this
Yeah,
one?
man.
You've seen
What
it, of
about
course. Hang on, where are you? There you are, 3.5 stars. There you go. Yeah, I think I might have loved the opening, disaster sequence the most in this one out of any of the films. I just thought it was brilliant. I thought the whole story was really cool. They actually the thing with this one, they did something different finally, because that's one of the reasons why I'm not really on board with so many of these films is because it's just to me the same thing over and over again. Like they don't do enough to try and make things different. Whereas this one, with the whole sort of family lineage and history and everything, and different time periods and stuff, like, yeah, I thought it was really, really good. The kills in this were just so brutal, to the point where I was laughing my ass off because, like, anytime I see movie kills that are that over the top, I can't help it. I'm a sick fuck. I laugh my ass off. And yeah, and I'd heard a lot about because of course this was Tony Todd's final film before he passed away, and I heard all about this stuff about how his closing lines were ad-libbed and just sort of a farewell to the fans and everything. And oh man, I teared up in that scene. I
me
really
too?
did. Like, yeah, it was so impactful. So yeah, look, overall, I just really, really enjoyed this film a lot. And yeah, it's possibly my favorite out of the entire series, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I mean, the first one's always got that thing of like that's where it all began and everything,
Nostalgia.
the nostalgia, absolutely. And when it came out, like it was so original and inventive and unique. And Yeah, so it had a lot of that going for it, but yeah, no, yeah, absolutely love this film. So
Yeah, I liked this one having a focus on the family because
mm,
I actually cared more about the characters.
Sure.
And then knowing that the whole thing of, who's going to be next, what's going to happen
yeah,
was
yeah.
really interesting. Also, it was my first time to see Richard Harmon on the big screen. So,
There you go.
and um, he has that personality to get those kinds of roles because he
Mm,
plays the like funny character in a lot
yeah.
of his films. And yeah, I thought he was really fun in this.
Was
Mm.
that the cousin?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
The, yeah, the tattoo artist.
Yeah,
yeah,
man. And like, if we were voting like we were last year for like Killer of the Year,
yeah.
this has probably got three of them.
Oh
And
yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
and the MRIs just takes the cake.
Yeah,
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 that
yeah.
was great.
Oh my God, that scene was
Next level.
amazing. But no, actually, you really hit the nail on the head there, Frankie. That was yeah, another thing with the previous films that irked me was not only did they not do enough to make them different, but the characters I never cared about. Like they were just, death fodder. And they didn't
Yeah,
do
and that
enough.
can be fun in a lot of horror movies, but then
Yeah,
when you care about them, it actually gives you a different feeling when
so
you're
much.
like waiting for the kills to come.
Exactly. Yeah. And so yeah, this movie I genuinely cared about everybody and yeah, no, I yeah, absolutely love this film. So yeah, that's definitely on my list. Liam, ha, just kidding. Just kidding. No. All right, Mr. Prescott, what you got for your number eight?
Okay, like I said before, I'm a Marvel kid, and Marvel finally resuscitated its limp body that had been dragged into ER by a few things, but particularly Captain America was a Brave New World.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that hurt me because I was an MCU apologist and I couldn't do anything to support it.
Wow.
Well, maybe a couple of things if I yeah, Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was definitely
Higher.
higher.
Ooh.
Mm.
Higher.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
Liam's in.
Relax.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That cut that short.
That was easy.
Good.
I love it. You're so excited. You build it up. You had this whole big spiel and everything,
I just
It'll
can't.
come. It'll come.
and then you were shot down by a British guy. Wow. Well, there you go. You will get your time in the
Yeah,
sun.
man,
So
can't wait to chop it
yeah.
up.
All right.
The like
Oh.
it takes the sting out knowing that it's going to be in a higher position.
Well, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Thunder Stealer.
Is
You
it your
can.
number 8?
He's number eight. Yeah. So what do you
Yep.
got?
So, I'm a sucker for slashers, particularly if you make them seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
So, number eight, I have Heart Eyes.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Anyone else have that? No?
Oh, that was
I
haven't seen
another
it.
movie
I really enjoyed
contemplating
it,
the other
but
night when I went to watch a
not
movie.
enough for
Like,
top 10.
oh, that one, but I didn't. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was that?
I mean, it is just a slasher. Like, it doesn't do anything radically different or new, but it does it all well.
Mhm.
And there's a couple of things in it that are fun. So for me, there was a face that popped up in like a little cameo, a guy called Josh Rubin, who then I found out when the credits rolled that he directed it. And he is part of this online comedy group who have a thing called Dropout TV. And they have shows such as there's one called like Make Some Noise, where they have like a card and they have to improv like a little skit, kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Mhm.
He's super funny in that. Didn't realize that he was a director, so that was a fun little surprise. And then, as a fan of Fast and Furious, I was a little bit tickled when
Yeah.
you had Devon Sawyer and Jordana Brewster in this, both playing detectives. One named Detective Hobbs and the other named Detective Shaw.
Ah,
Ridiculous. There's no real reason for that to be in here, to be
It's
honest.
just to give everyone a chuckle who gets it.
Exactly. And I got it and I chuckled. Um, It also has what's his name? Mason Gooding, who's one of those guys who, when you see him, you're like, yeah, I recognize you. You've been in things. But I don't think he's quite got that name yet where you're like, yes, that's the name. But he's really good in this. And what's the woman's name? Olivia Holt. She was decent. Like again, everyone was just good. It did what it had to do. I'm personally hoping that we get a sequel at some point because the only thing I like more than a slasher is slasher sequels that go on far too long where they eventually end up in space. So yeah, I have high hopes, but it was just a super fun Valentine's Day slasher.
Cool.
Cool character
Nice.
design too. Like,
Mm,
there's always the thing with slashes is how cool does your villain look, and I thought
Yeah,
Hard Eyes looked really, really cool.
yeah, definitely.
Well, there you go. No, I'm very, very keen to see that one. So yeah, I'll get around to it. So yeah. All right, Nobbins, you're up.
Thanks, Dan. So number 8, I have a movie. Thank you very
With my
much.
permission
Why,
to.
thank you.
Wow.
Number 8, I have a movie called Twinless.
Called what?
Uh,
Oh, Twinless.
Twinless.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a very funny and also surprisingly emotional movie.
Hmm.
It's about a twin whose twin dies unexpectedly and quite young, and so he goes to a support group with other twins who have lost their twins, and he meets this guy, and it's about the relationship that develops between them, and also him finding out things about his own lost twin who he'd become estranged from. Um, yeah, it's a really good movie. A lot of good touches in it, great acting, and um, probably not that well known, I don't think either.
Mm.
I probably wouldn't have heard of it if you hadn't mentioned it in a previous
mm,
episode and also in this
yeah.
episode. In
Indeed.
fact, right now. Uh, yeah.
So it stars Dylan O'Brien, who was in Maze Runner, and James Sweeney, who also directs.
Right. Hmm. All right. Um, cool. Well, no one else really has anything to contribute about that movie, so I guess we'll just move on then. No, thank you, Nobbins. Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Frankie, number 7.
My number 7 is Caught Stealing.
Right. Which I still haven't seen.
Which is a one that I just put there because it's fun and it's just a really good time. Lots of action and violence and stuff. You've got Austin Butler, who is a beautiful man, and you've got Matt Smith, who is so good at playing just completely like crazy people. And he's a punk in this, so he's got that look and the mohawk and everything. And yeah, so it's just it's been a while since I've seen it. It's one of those movies that it's about the mood
Mm.
more and just like going along for the ride kind of
Mm.
movie as Sky gets caught up with
It really
crime
captures
and
that
stuff.
90s aesthetic well as
Mm,
well.
This was Darren Aronofsky, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
and completely like out of character for Aronofsky as well.
Mm.
You know what I mean, it was good to see you could handle something like this.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like,
It does have those dark Aronofsky touches in it, though.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
It's
people are
great.
shit.
Yeah.
Who
No.
played the rabbis again?
Vincent Dion,
D'Onofrio.
Dion and Lee Schreider.
Yeah, man,
Schreider.
they are all time in that. That was really good deliveries.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. No, oh man, God, so many movies. I'm like, oh man, I really got to get around to seeing that.
Yeah. It's a really fun movie. I would also recommend it. You go watch it.
Yeah. No, I remember seeing the trailer for it on the big screen. I think it was before a premiere of something. And yeah, I remember thinking to myself, wow, this looks really, really good. And that's where I
Yeah,
that's where I ended
basically
with
it's
that.
like Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz set in the 90s. I was pretty
Mm.
much on
Yep.
board for it as soon as I heard about it. And yes, I'm glad it turned out to
Did it
be
have a
such a
killer
great time.
90s soundtrack?
No, it's a soundtrack by Idols. So
Oh,
it's a
That's right.
Ah,
Idols are
well, there's a missed opportunity.
incredible. I love Idols.
me too.
Yeah.
I love Billy. Anyway, cool.
Oh, Billy Idol again.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
The penny just dropped.
Billy Idols,
Yeah.
the sequel.
I make no apologies. Um, All right, so my number seven is look, this may be a controversial entry into the list because I think Kylie and I were among the few that like really loved this movie. Tron Ares, which wow, I wrote a lot about that on my review. I must have loved it. Yeah, the Tron films have always been a bit weird to me. Like the first one, when it came out in like 1912 or whatever, when I was a kid, like I loved it. I was like, oh my God, this is mind-blowing. Special effects are never going to get better than this. Um, and I really loved it. Then when Legacy came out, some friends and I we rewatched the first one literally like as the credits were rolling, we're like, okay, we've got to go. And I didn't like it that much, the very first one. I kind of thought the plot was very convoluted. It was a bit boring, to be honest. And then, so we were like, oh shit, went and saw Legacy, and oh man, I loved that movie more than words can say. It was like you get people who say like, there's a particular movie or franchise or whatever, and they're like, I want to live in that world. Like Avatar is one, people say, oh my God, Pandora, I'd love to live there and everything. Tron Legacy to me, that blue neon, permanent stormy skies and everything, like that is my calm place. Chicks in tight black spandex. But yeah, I just love the aesthetic of that film and everything. So then when this one came out, I thought, okay, it looks different. I am one of these people that actually thinks Jared Leto is a really great actor. That is a hill that I will die on.
You're one of
Uh,
those wrong people.
what's that? Sorry.
You're one of those wrong people because
He's
he's not.
also another
Hmm.
beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man, but he's a terrible actor.
Mm.
Well, in your opinion, he's a terrible actor.
It's true.
Yeah, so there you go.
In my esteemed opinion.
You cannot say he is a terrible actor because that is your opinion. So yes, I think he is a great actor. A lot of other good people in this. I thought the trailer just blew my mind. I love that this one's got a red tone as opposed to the blue in the previous one and stuff. So went and saw it, and look, I get people's criticisms because it's like each of these films just goes in a completely different direction. There's no real cohesion in amongst the trilogy as such. Like, sure, they bring back Jeff Bridges again, and there are nods here and there, and the ending for this one, if they don't get on board a freaking sequel like now rather than waiting 10 years or something like that, because it is actually hinted at, going back to Tron Legacy characters now for a future episode. But look, I thought the story was great. I'm a sucker for stories about control versus freedom. And the character of Ares in this is this program who starts thinking for himself and is like, why should I be controlled by people when I can go and experience freedom? And I love stories like that. If you have a movie with that kind of theme, I'm totally on board and I'm going to love your movie. So there you go. I thought the effects, the action sequences were utterly mind-blowing. I deeply regret that I didn't get to see this in IMAX 3D because that would have been something else. So yeah,
I saw it. I didn't see it in 3D, but I saw it in IMAX.
you did,
And I am not like I'm one of those people who's the same as you. I thought it was amazing action set pieces. I recognize why people would think it's garbage.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know
the
what I
same.
mean? But the links it had to the original and then in the finale to Legacy, I thought it all gelled really good. I just feel like I don't know, it missed with so many people that I don't think we're going to get that sequel you want.
Yeah, I don't think so either because didn't make its money back.
We need that. I need that sequel.
I
Just make it for
haven't
me.
I haven't seen it because again I have to watch the other two movies and I didn't get to it in
Yeah,
time.
no, fair enough.
But I did see a review with someone pretty much saying even if you don't like the film, it's still a pretty
Yeah.
2 hour Nine Inch Nails music
it was
video.
ever. And we can't well do a Tron Ares. Yeah, I'm getting to that right now. So we can't do a mini review without mentioning the freaking soundtrack for this. Nine Inch Nails. It's not Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. It is Nine Inch freaking Nails. And yeah, I did listen to the whole album several times before going to see the movie, and I was like, far out, because Legacy had that Daft Punk soundtrack that I'm still unsure which soundtrack I preferred, to be honest. Like, that Legacy soundtrack was just mind-blowingly good, and it suited the aesthetic of the film so well. And listening to the album, I was like, oh my God, like, I hope this does the same. And to me, it did. Like, I thought the music and visuals partnered together so freaking well. And yeah, and even a lot of the harshest critics of this film have said that, if anything, it's at least you're getting like a feature film length Nine Inch Nails music video. So I guess there's that.
Yeah, if anything, in the cinema, like the sound in IMAX with that Nine Inch Nails soundtrack just went through you.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And like I think they just called it Nine Inch Nails for marketing. It's
Yeah.
still Trent and Atticus.
It is Trent
at
and
the end
Atticus,
of the
but
day.
look, maybe, after the failure of Challenges and that
Here it comes.
pile of shit soundtrack, maybe they didn't want to go under their names. You remember that segue I was telling you about earlier?
Yeah.
That just happened.
Well, I have to say, I listened to the Challenges soundtrack after the movie to see if, like, away from the movie, it was different, because the movie made me angry. So that, that could have soured my thing for the music, because it was connected with the visuals and everything. But I just didn't like it. And I was like, is this what Trent's
I'm on board.
doing now?
I tried to listen to the
So
other.
when this one came out as Nine Inch Nails, I was like, okay, so this is
So the
maybe
marketing
going to
worked.
be a bit more. Yeah, well, because I do think well, I mean, I don't know a lot of what he's done with Atticus Ross, because I haven't listened to a lot, but it was heavier than I expected, and I really liked the song, the single that was released with the singing, but also the rest of this. Like, I just played it while I was working the day it came out. I haven't listened to it for a while, actually. I should get back to it. But yeah, I did really like that album. So, because with the Challenges one, I was like, oh, is that it for Trent?
Every time I heard that, yeah thing, I was just like, oh wow, that's like nails on a chalkboard to me. But
I'm glad you like Challenges, Buffy, because I really like Challenges as well. So I'm glad that someone else did.
I needed some support.
where's
Yeah.
that?
I liked a couple of moments.
Yeah.
And like the end,
That's
the
yeah,
end
finally
scene was good, except for the very final moment. But
2024.
yeah.
Let's move on. We're
Yeah.
friends. We used to be friends.
Oh, we don't. So anyway, yeah. No, look,
Well, like I said, that movie sent Josh O'Connor onto better things. So
there you go.
Oh yeah,
good.
exactly. He might be coming up later.
Oh, but no, Tron Errors, yeah. Huge advocates of that film.
we'll get to it one day.
Loved it. So, and can't wait to see it again and again and again. All right, number 7.
I had this way higher, but because of our dismissal talk, I'm going to bring it up now. I had Nosferatu. I'm going to.
Well, you can still.
7.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
go for it.
It's fine. It is a 2025 release. I was just
Yeah, it was the first
Then
movie
it's
I
out.
watched in 2025. Actually, I think it was a New Year's Day release. So, well, I'm sure as a filmmaker, everybody respects Eggers.
Oh, he's so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And just like the way it was made, the sets, the costumes are all. I believe he made it as though he was making the film in the 30s with those kinds of effects, obviously with modern technology, cameras and whatnot. But this was a cover of a cover of a cover. It's his favorite film was the 30s Nosferatu, I believe. and we all know that it's actually Dracula of another name.
Mm.
So, some of the, I guess, I think I gave it like 4.5 stars, and the only thing that lost half a star was that the plot is so familiar and the beats. But like I think what makes me enjoy it even more cast wise is Depp, her like physical commitment to that role was outstanding. And Holt, he was awesome, but it's probably his second best performance this year. I'm sure I'm going to hear about his other performance later. I knew it. And Defoe was just so unhinged in this movie too. And every time, like a lot like another movie I'm going to talk about later, which I don't know if it's on anyone's list, that has something to do with Universal monsters. There was definitely frames that are just like works of art in this movie. You could just steal a frame and put it up as a picture on your wall.
I think we've all got that other movie on our lists.
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
trying to think what that other movie is.
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I think that's the movie that I haven't seen yet.
Oy.
Oh, might be thinking about a different movie then.
I think it's the one that I started watching earlier today and got bored.
That other movie is, yeah, wow.
Controversial.
We shall see.
Eggers was born to make this movie, just like the other director was born to make the movie we're going to talk about later.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, holy
Number
shit.
7, Nosferatu.
Yeah, you don't understand how badly I want to see that film.
I'm sure we'll get to it.
There have been so many times where I've almost gone to watch it and then something happens and
okay. I haven't seen that either. Yeah.
What?
I thought we were talking about a different
no.
movie. But...
No, I'm talking about Nosferatu. Yeah, no, it's out of all of last year's movies, like that's extremely high on my priority list. So
I even bought a physical copy, which I never do, and I still haven't watched it. So,
oh wow! So you own like 3 movies now.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, no, I'm. Oh my God, I'm so keen to see it.
I didn't talk about Skarsgård.
Well, now's your chance.
Yeah, obviously So who hasn't seen Nosferatu?
I haven't.
Oh wow!
Wow, really?
Wow. I'm disappointed in all of us.
It's
All right, we're going to
Eggers
take a
film.
break
I
for a
thought
couple of
everyone
hours. We're
would
going to
have
watch
seen
We'll come back.
Nosferatu, and we will be back.
Yeah. All right. That's all I'll say then. But yeah,
Remind me what else Eggers has done, because I've seen The Witch.
Lighthouse.
Northman.
Okay, yeah, I've only seen The Witch and I did not like it, but I do need to see the others.
Yeah, right. Oh, Northman was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Also, I thought they did a really good thing of keeping him as sort of like a monster. As much as I like Gary Oldman, the sort of romantic version,
Yeah.
they didn't do that this time, but they still showed like the allure that he has, even though it's not in that romantic way, because he's monstrous.
Because of Skarsgård's performance and presentation, all the allure is not physical. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Was it actually scary, do you think, in parts? Would you say? Because it looks to me like the sort of movie that probably wouldn't be that scary.
Yeah,
it's a mood piece, isn't it?
It's too good. It just looks so cool that you don't get scared.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. I've only seen it the one time.
I watched it a few times, man. I just keep revisiting it and marvel at the way it was made and the way it looks.
Did The Witch get your goat, Liam?
I'm a big
It really did.
fan. Black Phillip all the way.
Oh yeah.
What's interesting is people have asked if my love for Anya Taylor-Joy comes from The Witch, and it actually doesn't, because she was fine in The Witch, but it was actually Split that I saw afterwards that was the movie that made me go, who is this? She's amazing. And then it was later that I went, oh, she was the one from The Witch.
Yeah. All right, Liam, you've been sitting there this whole time and like eagerly dying to let everybody around the world know what your number 7 movie was for last year. Now is your time to shine. The spotlight is on you, sir.
So I think this will be on at least someone else's list higher. So I'm going to give it a big long intro first. This is a director who I've watched all of their films and have enjoyed to various degrees, apart from some of them. Um,
Very cryptic.
yeah, it's a long film, but it didn't feel long while watching it.
Oh.
Higher.
One battle after another.
Higher.
Higher.
I thought so.
I haven't seen it. Urgh.
I love that the runtime was the thing that
Yeah.
gave it away.
Yeah.
Long run time, but didn't feel it. Yep, definitely.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, Liam. You once again shot down.
That's
okay.
all right. Because I'm about to be
yeah.
shot down as well.
Oh, all right. Nobbins, what do you got? Number 7.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah, no, you're going to be waiting a little while for this one. Yeah, there you go. All right, Frankie, we're up to number 6.
My number 6 was number 1 for ages before I saw
Oh.
other films that I liked more. I mean, it was the first great film of the year, but I can't remember when it came out. But it stayed there for a long time until a particular movie. Bob Trevino Likes It. This is a movie that Nobbins told me about, and
Would have made my list, but it was a 2024 movie.
but it came out on Prime this year. It played festivals last year.
What movie?
Bob
Trevino Likes It.
Bob Trevino Likes It. You know, the movie.
Never heard of it.
Well, it's on Prime, and it came out, and Nobbins told me about it, so I watched it. So this is about a girl played by Barbie Ferreira, who's amazing in this. She doesn't have a great relationship with her dad, who's played by French Stewart, who I haven't seen since Third Rock from the Sun, so I didn't even recognize that it was him.
Same.
And so her dad's name is Bob Trevino, and so she is searching on Facebook and finds a Bob Trevino, and there's no photo with it. So she sends a friend request, and he accepts it, and they start communicating. And he's played by John Leguizamo, and it's just a movie about them kind of connecting because she's kind of needing a father type figure, and he's going through something himself, and so it's not romantic, so it's not like anything weird. It's sort of like father-daughter dynamics, and they just kind of become friends, and it's just showing the developing relationship between them. And it's such an emotional movie it's a movie that will make you cry for like sad things and happy things. And it's really full on emotions, and it was just really good. And it's actually the director, Tracy Lehman, it's based on a real thing. That she connected with someone on Facebook that had the same name.
Yeah,
should really have been on my
was it
list
the
as well.
story of someone? It was her, wasn't it?
It was her. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's based on the real thing that happened.
Yeah. No, highly recommend. Would have been on my list, but as I filtered wrongly because I actually saw this year as well. So, yeah, would have been around about this position, I imagine. Yeah. Sorry, last year. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I know. I'm just being an idiot. Because it's what I do. Yeah. No, that
someone has to.
All right. So my number 6 is a movie that I had been anticipating ever since the moment they announced it, and that is Spinal Tap 2: The End Continues. Oh wow, that's another really long review that I gave it on the old Letterboxd. I'm gonna assume that no one else has this on their lists because
just missed out on mine. I really liked it. I liked it a lot more than a lot of people did. I did see it at the cinema, which helped with that communal experience, as you mentioned before. And yeah, I thought it was a great time.
So yes, this is of course the sequel to 1984's This Is Spinal Tap, which is a movie that I'm so obsessed with. When I went to the premiere of this, they called me up to the front to actually help introduce the film, which was awkward because I was not expecting that, and I actually got nervous. I choked up. I came down the front in my full rock regalia, like the leather pants, Poison shirt, massive Nikki Sixx wig and everything, because the theme, the theme was rock and roll. And when they were saying, like, hey, welcome to the movie, and we've got in our audience tonight a real hardcore fan, so we're going to bring him up to the front. I'm like, what? And normally I'm fine with public speaking, but because it was unexpected, I came up the front and like, and so apparently because my heart was racing so fast, like my voice was going funny and stuff. And yeah, so that was awkward. But anyway, sequel to Spinal Tap is set in real time. We're revisiting the band, all played by the same actors who, oh man, it was almost a little heartbreaking seeing them looking so old now, but yeah, they just did such a great job of slipping back into those exact characters. There was such a great commentary about the music scene today, especially with a character who's kind of like their marketing guy or whatever, who just hasn't even like doesn't even listen to music and everything yet. He's there to promote this band and stuff, and things like that. Yeah, there was so many great commentaries there, but yeah, again, same kind of deal. Pretty much the entire film was ad-libbed, the same way they did it the first time around. Amazing cameos, especially from Paul McCartney and Elton John. Who, oh God, their scenes were just hilariously funny. It's yeah. Oh, and of course the whole drumming scene where they're
Hmm.
trying to find a new
Yep.
drummer, and they're going through like all these celebrity drummers and stuff, and they're talking to Chad Smith. And he recommends Lars Ulrich, who, if I'm remembering the joke correctly, then Lars recommends Chad because, of
Yep.
course, there's the history where the drummers, die in like weird situations. Um, what was the yeah, Valerie Franco, who is plays Dee Dee Crockett, who they wind up getting as their drummer. Um, she was just such a bright spark of energy in this
Yep.
film. Like she's this young girl who apparently in real life she's like a YouTube sensation and a session drummer and stuff like that. And yeah, she is just so overly enthusiastic about joining this band, despite knowing that it could be her death sentence. So yeah, she was great. Everyone was just so great. It's the kind of film, if you even if you just liked the first one, you're going to enjoy this one. It is such a necessary sequel. And that was the thing that I kind of thought going in that made me a little skeptical was like, do we need a continuation of this story? And is it going to be relevant? Or is it just going to feel like a cash grab? And it never once felt to me like a cash grab. It just, yeah, it was like, getting the band back together again, like a reunion tour. So, yeah, no, I absolutely loved it. So, yeah, very, very happy about that one. So, yeah.
Pour one out for Rob Reiner.
Yeah, yeah. All right. What on my
Take one down.
computer?
Yeah, just on the computer.
And the
R.I.P. Rob.
it just came and went from in the cinema too quick for me.
Right.
So I missed the boat. But it's obviously adore the first, and
Well,
catch up with this when I get a chance.
I think the thing with this one is that, because it's got that documentary style. Oh, actually, that was one reason why it didn't get a full 5 stars from me was that, and I know this is kind of nitpicky, but the first one had that film texture, that sort of raw look to it and everything.
Mm.
Whereas it was kind of weird seeing a new movie, but filmed in pristine digital and everything like it. And again, it's completely a matter of opinion, but I just sort of missed that aesthetic. I kind of thought maybe they could have done something just to sort of make it look a little bit more filmic. But yeah, I do really think this is not the sort of movie you need to see on a big screen. So, I mean, I only ever got to see the first one time on the big screen at a special screening. But I think the first one's fine on a TV, and I think this one would be as well. So, oh, and that was another thing as well. I didn't feel like there were enough new songs. Like, they spent most of the runtime revisiting a lot of the older songs. So that was a bit of a disappointment, but yeah, look, overall, nah, absolutely loved it. Nobbins and I, 4 stars each, fist bump. Yeah. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about this one, Nobbins?
No, I think you summed up pretty well, Dan.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Nobbins. Yeah, wow, I didn't expect such high praise, but here we are. This is the world we live in. Buffy Prescott, number six.
Number six.
Number six.
Yorgos, Stone, Clemens.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody going higher with Begonia?
Haven't seen it yet.
Haven't seen it.
Am I the only one who's seen it?
I've seen it.
Oh, you've seen it.
Yeah,
And it
not a
didn't
top 10 for
make
me.
the cut.
I really, really good performances in it, but I don't know, it just didn't grab me.
No, I feel like I feel like this and Eddington and the movie that will come up later, it's probably a lot of people's number ones, maybe, are like, if you watch these three films together, it's like a version of Western society at the moment, and it's not a pretty picture. I don't know if anyone see Eddington?
No.
I have no desire to see
Well, none
that.
of us. I mean, I'm sure people saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Obviously.
All right. So it's hard for me to try and equate it to anything that you might have seen. But with Begonia, anyway, I know that it's a remake of a Malaysian or Asian film that really tells the story about people who believe in conspiracy theories and whether they have any legitimacy with some of their beliefs. I thought Emma Stone was amazing in it. Obviously, a lot of people have talked about her commitment to the role with the head shave, which is important to the plot, and I think she rocks a pretty good bald head. It's hard for a lot of people. And Jesse Plemons should, if not be nominated, be very highly considered for some kind of award come award season once they start talking. It's another movie that's definitely worth your time. Don't let anybody tell you about how it plays out. You just got to strap yourself in and go for the ride. So that's my number 6.
Cool.
It could have been higher for me, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late to change your mind because you've thrown it out there now.
Right.
So yeah.
I'd rather get these ones out of the way that nobody else. I want to get into the nitty gritty, the weeds, and start talking about these top 5s. So.
Oh, we're going to be whacking in a minute. Oh, hang on, that came out wrong. Weed whacking, I meant. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, I am keen to see that. Yeah, it is another one that
How do you rate it in the Yorgos films?
I think it's heaps more palatable than a lot of the stuff he's done. I still think that's a really tough one because they're all. I love The Favorite. I thought Pretty Things was easily one of my top 5 last year. And
yeah, I think I like
The
Weird. I think The Favorite and the
Lobster's still my favorite.
Yeah,
which one's your favorite?
The Lobster and
Lobster.
The Favorite, the top 2 still.
So I really like Dogtooth.
Dogtooth is good.
That's definitely weird. Yeah.
And that's the movie
In a different way.
that Begonia has been most compared to.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
Yeah. Frankie obviously disagrees.
I'm just remembering Dogtooth and trying to. I don't know that I see that.
Okay.
Fair enough. Wow, controversy. You've heard it right here. Yeah, Liam, number 6. I just remembered who we are up to and what we're up to.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So this is another one that I think might be higher on someone else's list. I'm not going to do a long intro to this one though. We'll just get straight into it. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Haven't seen it.
Liked it.
No.
Not in my top 10. Not even close. But
Yeah, not in my.
I definitely watched it, seen it a few times.
Yeah.
That surprised me.
I'm actually curious about this film. Like, I've heard so many really good things about it.
It's a really good movie, but it's also I enjoyed it quite a lot, but yeah, not in my top 10.
Kylie and I watch a lot of Watch Mojo lists on YouTube, and like it's appeared on so many, top movies of the year lists and stuff. So, yeah, I'm curious about this one. I'm curious about what Mr. Liam Underwood has to say about it.
I mean, it's got that kind of sort of animation style that's
Mm.
to me kind of similar to that Spider-Verse
Yes, very
style.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
just it looks so good. The story is fairly straightforward. It doesn't really do anything particularly unexpected, unsurprising, but the songs are ridiculously catchy.
Mhm.
Mm.
I'm still every now and again I'll put the soundtrack
Soda
on.
pop. So,
Yeah, exactly. Just it's so good. I didn't really know a lot about this, and it was recommended to me to give it a go. So I went in with very low expectations, which I think helped. And I think I stuck it on maybe like a Sunday afternoon and just had a blast with it. I was like, this is just a good fun time. A lot of the movies I'm realizing on my list of movies, I'm like, I had a fun time with this, but I like fun movies.
which is a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, now I'm looking at my top five. Yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, this is just super good.
Mhm.
And it's family friendly. So,
Mm.
if you did want to watch it with kids or whatever, you could.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to say about it.
It's hard to describe, right?
Mm.
Because, it's a Korean pop band fighting like demons. It's all
Oh,
in the title. K-pop Demon Hunters.
right,
Like,
right.
what more do you need?
I feel like maybe I undersold it. I gave it 4 stars. Lee, you only gave it 3.5, so therefore I liked it better than you.
Yeah, I'm very
Ooh,
fussy though.
So
up on
maybe I was a bit harsh when I said before. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. It wasn't in my top 10. It's probably like 20th or so, but I just saw a lot of movies this year. It was just a really fun time.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes that's all you need, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
I do find with these top 10 lists that it's not always in order of my ratings because I feel
Mm.
like ratings are different. Ratings are like specifically stuck to the movie, but
Yeah.
when you're compiling a list, there's a lot of other factors that could come into it
Oh,
besides the
absolutely.
star rating.
Well, we've talked about this before. Yeah, you might have a movie that is 5 stars because, technically it's off the wall.
Mm.
It's like, just like an amazing film, but you know, then you might have Encino Man. And it's like, yeah, but I'd rather watch that, like, over the 5-star movie. And so,
That is a 5-star movie.
yeah, of course it is. That's what I'm
Except
saying. Like,
I
there's
know not to all
various,
people. I do my ratings based on fun and
yeah,
enjoyment.
that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, yeah,
So
there's
that's why
people,
I know a lot of people would be absolutely shocked
yeah,
that I gave Encino Man 5 stars, but it's
yeah,
one of
yeah.
my all-time favorite
No,
movies, so it's five
I've
stars.
quite often had that with end of year lists where I'm just like, okay, I've got these two films. One was technically better than the other one, but the other one just, was more of
Well,
a kind of a film. Like,
I have a 4.5-star film that's not in my top 10.
see, there you go. Which one was that?
That's
Well, I'll get to it later when we do our honorable mentions.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
know.
we're doing honorable
I didn't
mentions, are we?
realize.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just going to
Frankie
mention a
is.
couple. Well, I mean, we've
Okay.
mentioned a bunch of them just by them being on other people's lists.
that's
I've got a
true.
car. I actually went and saw one last night that I probably would give an honorable mention to. So
Being the Sydney Sweeney fanboy that you are, yeah.
totally. Nobbins, number 6. Yay.
Number 6 was or is a movie called No Other Choice, which is Park Chan-wook's latest
Right.
movie, who's the director of Old Boy.
Mhm.
How did you see this?
Mm.
Is my question.
With his eyes.
Legitimate ways.
He acquired a digital copy from a reliable source.
Indeed.
No, what are you talking about? I don't understand. Anyway, please continue.
So yeah, it's going to be released in Australia next year. Sorry, this year. But
So is it going to make
it's
your list for this year as well as last year? Like,
no,
oh, okay. I'm
because
sorry.
I watched it last year,
Oh, okay.
and I don't generally watch movies more than once.
That's true.
It is very much a movie for the times. It's about a man who is an executive in a paper company that gets acquired by an American company, and they make layoffs, and he loses his job.
Oh,
Um,
in this
and in this economy, exactly in this economy, and he can't find another job, so he comes up with a scheme to um, kill off his prospective the other job applicants who are beating him to jobs. So he figures if he is able to create a job opening at the one company that's doing paper company that's doing well by killing the person who's in there, and then killing off the rivals, he will therefore get that job.
right.
And so that's what he proceeds to go do.
Yeah, right.
It's
Because he had no
very
choice.
darkly funny. Well, that's the line that the Americans use. They say, "Well, we don't want to sack all the people, but we've got no other choice."
Oh, so is it one of those movies that actually mentions the title in the dialogue?
Yes,
Ah.
more than once. Um, and yeah, the ending hits hard. Um, and it's really a commentary on where we're going with people losing their jobs to AI and other things.
Right, right.
And what do we do if we get rid of all the jobs? What
Yeah, yeah.
happens?
The Dirker Gerbs.
Sign me up, man. I love his movies, so I can't wait to see it. And
Yeah.
I tried to stay away from the plot, so it'll be a surprise to me.
Yeah.
But
Whoopsies.
what you just said has
You
reeled
came to the wrong
Yeah.
podcast, sir.
it reeled me in. It reeled me in even more. So
Yeah. So that's very much only touching the surface of what goes on. So there's a lot more that happens. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that sounds good. I might watch it. Sorry, where did you say it was streaming?
TotallyLegitimateMovies.com.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yep. Great site. Great
Yeah.
site. Get a lot of movies from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We here at danandfrankie.com do not danandfrankie.com.
DannyFrankie.com. Wow.
What am I talking about? We do not advocate video piracy unless there's a movie you really, 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 really want to watch and you got no other choice, then yeah, fuck it, go for it.
no distribution in your country.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Or you go to watch a movie that is not streaming anywhere and you own it on DVD, but your wife's PS4 does not play DVD, Blu-rays, and what do?
That's okay.
There you go. You heard it right here. Buffy Prescott says video piracy is okay. Right.
So yeah, No Other Choice comes out on the 14th. So another 10
well,
days.
that's not too far to wait. Unless I want to watch it right now. But
I'm
anyway,
there.
yeah. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Oh, Frankie. We're down to number 5. Frankie, what do you have for your top 5, the 5th of your top 5? You know what I mean? Just
This is perhaps the biggest surprise of the year.
ooh.
My number 5 is The Phoenician Scheme. I wasn't going to watch this, and then I follow Serial at Midnight, and Heath posted his top 10, and he had The Phoenician Scheme on it. And Benicio del Toro was really good in another film that came out this year, so I thought, well, maybe I'll watch this. It'll be my 3rd Wes Anderson film. I haven't been to.
I am really sorry. I've actually got to go upstairs and help real quick, so we're gonna have to have another break.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'll be right
That's
back.
good timing.
Oh no, I'll have to act surprised again when I say
Oh,
my number
Oh,
5.
really?
Buffy and Frankie
Wow.
go to Hollywood. Welcome.
finally, someone decent hosting the show.
Someone who's seen more than 10 movies in 2025. No, it's cool to be on here, guys. It's good to hang out. And so, like I said, I've obviously seen Frankie many times on screen, but I hadn't seen you guys. I'd only sort of heard you. So
Now
now
the veil is
there's
lifted.
a lot of handsome on the screen right now.
Yeah, you can see how the sausage is made.
Well, you know what kind of joke Dan would make if he heard that.
Yeah, basically writes itself.
Yeah. Do you guys spend a lot of time at the cinema, or you just wait for?
Not anymore. Although I did see more movies at the cinema last year than I have for a long time. I think I saw maybe half dozen, which is normally I see none. So I've taken started to go to the movies with a friend of mine to see horror movies mainly,
Yeah,
but we also saw Spinal Tap.
horror is my primary too. Like I'm, I make two top 10 lists. I make a top 10 list of regular films, and
Yep.
then I make a top 10 list of horror movies. So
Yep.
I had to,
Nice.
blend the two to come up with, what we got here today. So you're the reason cinema's dying?
Hope so.
Yeah. I
I
try to
think
get. I
it's
try to
hard
get
to
to the
go
movies.
now. I find my local cinema is a Hoyts, and there's a lot of movies they just don't get.
Yeah.
And it takes me peak times, it takes me 90 minutes to get into Brisbane. So I'm not really traveling on the weekend to get to a different cinema. So that sort of rules out Palace or anything
Mm.
that plays
Yeah.
different movies. And then, yeah, the horror movies, I don't want to go see a movie at 9 o'clock at night.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so trying to find horror, I like to go to the movies in the morning. I like to try and avoid people. And so I like morning sessions because they're quieter, especially my local cinema.
Yeah.
Um, I quite like when I went to see Long Legs, there was like two other people in the cinema with me. But yeah, and so I don't get to see all the movies at the cinema I want to see because of times or because they're not playing. So I'm going to try and make an effort though to get to the cinema more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw about 30 at the cinema last year,
That's
which isn't
impressive.
bad.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Out of
awesome.
my top 10, 9. The only one that wasn't was K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah. Which, yeah, they I think they released that in the cinema like after the
Yeah.
phenomenon, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
could have gone and done a sing along.
I could have.
Yeah.
I opted not to. I've done one sing along in the UK before, and British audiences are so reserved that it's just pointless. I went to a sing along of Greatest Showman,
Right.
and it was literally just me singing, and then everyone else just sort of looking like, why? And I'm like, why do you think the words are on the screen?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
supposed to be doing this.
Everyone else is just staring at you going, who is this guy? Are you even British?
There were people there that were like, this is my first time seeing it. Why are you singing? It's like, why have you come to a sing along for
Yeah.
your first time?
Yeah, right. It wasn't the greatest show.
That one wasn't nice. But I did see it like 3 times at the cinema, so
I do
Okay.
love the big
It
screen.
does have one of the coolest movie scenes ever, though.
the bar scene,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that. When I watched it, I got the Blu-ray and I watched it. I like rewound that to watch it like 3 or 4 times before I continued on with the movie. And then the Blu-ray has special features that you can just jump into the songs and
Yeah.
the song scenes. So I'm like, oh, I can just come back and just watch that. Well, I just go to YouTube. But yeah, I love that so much.
Yeah.
Every now and then I go to the soundtrack and just listen to that one song.
Yeah. I try to I've seen it a couple of times. It doesn't, I don't know. I'm not a massive musical guy.
Yeah, I'm not a really big musical person either, but my wife loves it because of Hugh Jackman and
Yeah.
she loves
Anybody
musicals as
seen
well.
that Neil Diamond flick? That
No, we'll probably go see it
No.
because, Hugh Jackman's in it and
Yeah.
Megan loves Hugh Jackman and
I like Kate Hudson. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'll see it at the cinema, but maybe because I think I've got another week off work. I'd like to go to the cinema, but of course there's nothing decent playing.
mm,
It's
So that
weird
might
this
be
year,
the
right?
only movie that, although I don't know when the new 28 Years Later comes out. I know it's
It's the
sometime this month,
16th or
but
something. Or it's a
yeah.
couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I'll be back at work then, so it'll be back to weekends. But yeah, I'm just really annoyed I have all this time to go to the cinema and there's been nothing showing that I want to see.
Yeah, this year's been really weird with the Christmas New Year releases. It just didn't feel like
no.
it didn't
Yeah,
feel
there's
too
Low
there's
key.
Anaconda actually.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Anaconda because Paul Rudd, Jack Black, good
Yeah.
team. But then I watched the original Anaconda because I'd never seen
saw
it and
that.
I wanted context. And then it's kind of put me off going to see
Oh,
the
really?
new movie because I didn't like it.
Mm.
It took me 3
Interesting.
goes to get through the whole thing. I would have given up, except I needed the full story and I had paid to rent it.
Yeah.
So But
There
yeah,
is
it was a bit tough.
a How Did This Get Made episode on that as well, if you haven't listened to
Yes,
that.
Probably more entertaining than the movie.
I imagine
Yeah.
a lot of them are.
Yeah.
So I might go see Anaconda this week. I don't know, the Neil Diamond one looks like there's something tragic in it, and I
Not
don't
up for it.
like
What you mean, apart from
movies.
the fact they're singing Neil Diamond songs?
I don't like to see movies that are going to make me cry at the cinema because I don't like to cry outside of the comfort of my own home.
Okay.
So I don't know, but yeah, I do really like Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson, so it seems like a good team for a movie. I don't really know. Actually, I probably know more Neil Diamond songs than I think I know because of
Yeah,
my mum.
they do. Plus, they're also just in popular culture all over the place.
Mm. I mean, Sweet Caroline, I know more from the tripod version, if you know that, Nobbins.
Yep.
I don't know, Buffy, if you're into comedy, like
Yeah,
stand-up comedy.
yeah, man. Well, I don't get out to gigs to watch it. I do know Tripod. But I watched the Chappelle special. I've watched the Gervais special these last couple of weeks. So,
Was the
that's
Gervais one any good?
it's comedy. It's hard to recommend it to some people because they are
If you like
in the
his comedy,
yeah.
is this a good one to
Yes,
watch?
definitely, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
It has,
I'm gonna check it
I
out.
think there's a
I
couple of
forgot
little
that came
flat
out.
spots
Yeah.
where you can feel the silence a couple of times, you know what I mean? But yeah, it definitely lands at the end.
Did anyone see the announcement of who's going to be on the next season of Taskmaster?
No,
No.
not yet. Who's in it?
So the notable name for me is apparently Kumail Nanjiani is going to be on it. I
Ah,
think is an interesting choice. The second US one after Jason
yeah, I heard that
Mantzoukas.
they were getting another US person in.
Yeah,
But yeah, okay.
I think he is an
Because
interesting choice.
yeah, Jason Mantzoukas was just
Oh,
brilliant.
brilliant.
So
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Probably my favorite guest they've ever had.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I just
Because he's
made
such a
a,
big fan of the show. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
into the lore and everything. He knows what it's all about.
I've still got 3 seasons or something to catch up. I've got to get back to that.
How many seasons are there?
20.
20.
I've got
Yeah.
20 seasons to catch up.
Because they just had the fourth champion of champions.
Yeah.
The earliest seasons are the best for me because I knew pretty much everybody on them. And
Mm.
now in these
Mm.
more recent series, I'm like, I know one person or two people, which
Yeah.
is good. I discover people. But yeah, it's just different from the early days. But I just discovered a show exists called Outsiders that
Oh, the
David
David
Mitchell
Mitchell one.
hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that existed. I was just
Yeah.
browsing
It's like camping
somewhere.
Taskmaster.
Yeah, and I just saw they had a new season's just come on to HBO, I think it is, or
Okay.
something. And I saw Ellen Davies standing there, so I definitely got to get
Yeah.
onto that show.
Yep. I need to look up the Taskmaster announcement.
Yeah. The other name that I know, but I don't know if you guys will be familiar with, is Joanna Page, who was in Love Actually and Gavin and Stacey. No?
Haven't seen Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah, I think I know.
Sorry about that. It's one of the
Armando Iannucci's in it.
person to look
Yes.
at. Yeah.
I wonder what he would be like.
What's that?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, because he's not a comedian. He's a writer and a director,
Writer,
isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, because he
Who?
did Armando Iannucci. He's done so many famous British shows over the years, but The Thick of It's the one I know him from most.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool. All right, Frankie, are you ready to redo your number 5?
This is good because
Yeah.
I won't have to act surprised because I've forgotten what it was.
It
I
was-
hope too, when you edit, you keep your Bon Jovi singing in
Oh
and don't,
yeah, that's
and don't
gotta
cut
stay.
that bit out
Yeah, we
because
should have
yeah.
done a duet. Yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely a keeper. So, all right, Frankie, what is your número cinco? Yes.
Uh, my number 5 is the biggest surprise of the year for me. It is the Phoenician scheme.
Ah,
because I had
Wow.
borderline given up on Wes Anderson, but I was watching. I follow Serial at Midnight on YouTube, and Heath did his top 10 and had the Phoenician Scheme on there. And I thought, oh well, Benicio del Toro is one of my favorite characters of the year, probably in another movie. So, it'd be nice to watch another one. And I thought this will be my deciding, do I continue watching Wes Anderson films or do I just give up? And yeah, and then it just went straight in my top five when I watched it because I really liked it. The tone was just I was completely on the wavelength of the tone of the movie. It was really fun, had lots of great people in it. Um, Michael Cera kind of steals the show a little bit. He's got this weird accent, which is funny, and um, yeah, I don't really understand the plot. It's kind of like this business guy that has all these assassination attempts. He decides to he's got like 10 kids or something and
Oh,
one daughter, and he decides she's going to inherit, but she's training to be a nun. And so he makes her come and is going to show her like how to do things. But they have to visit all these like business people and things for something. I don't really understand that, but that's fine. It's just showing him going to different places. Like the first they go see the Americans, which is Tom Hanks and Bryan Cranston, and they end up having a basketball game. And it's just this short little scene, but it's like a standout part. And I think it's just a movie of things happening and meeting people and stuff going on. But yeah, I found it way better than the other two Anderson films I've seen. So I am going to continue going through his filmography now because maybe I just saw the two duds first and there's gonna be more like this.
What were the other two you've seen?
The Life Aquatic was the first one I saw years ago. Don't remember a thing about it. Except Matthew Gray Gubler was background in it as one of the crew on the thing, and he told a story because he always wears mismatched socks, and he said the one time he wore matching socks and they were filming, he like fell over, like tripped over a rope and fell over.
Oh.
And so I was looking for that in the background. But yeah, that's all I remember about the movie is just someone's anecdote that was a background actor in it. And the other one was Asteroid City,
I
love
still
that.
haven't seen.
which I enjoyed it enough, but it's not memorable. And it just was, yeah, fine. So whereas this one I really enjoyed.
Now, Anderson is a vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes the plot and the script play the background to what you're actually consuming with your eyes.
Yeah.
Just the way he
Style and
framed
stuff,
everything and the sets are just
the color palette.
yeah, man. It's outstanding. I guess you got to be in the mood for it before you
Yeah,
dive in, but
generally I'm not a huge fan of his films. Like you're right, it's a vibe, but it's one that doesn't normally, gel with me. But a couple of years ago I watched The French Dispatch.
Yeah.
And I loved it that much that I went and bought the Blu-ray. I think I watched it because I had to review it for work and kind of reluctantly, but I watched it and I was just like, I love everything about this movie. So
Well,
yeah,
maybe you like, I mean, I haven't seen that, so I don't know how it compares, but it sounds like
I'd
you had a
recommend.
similar reaction to that I had to this.
Right.
And I straight away ordered the 4K when
Yeah,
JB had their sale on, so that's on its way to me.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't hate his stuff to the point where I was like, oh, I won't watch it. I mean, yeah, I'll always give his stuff a go, but it's just, yeah, like I said, yeah, it's kind of hit and miss for me. But yeah.
I'm not part of his little cult, but I will watch every movie that he makes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
same.
that's where I was just at the stage where I was like, I am not overly impressed. If this is his style and all the movies are like this, do I want to keep going? And that's why I thought I'll do one more and see if that's going to be more of the same or not. And so, yes, I'm glad I picked this one. And
Cool.
hopefully there's more I like as much as this one. So yes, I might see more through this year, like make an effort to see them is what I meant, rather than not like I will never watch a Wes Anderson film, but I was like, do I bother seeking these out above other movies
Mm.
if I'm not overly into them? But
Yeah, yeah.
now I might be overly into them.
Cool. Well, yeah, no, I'd be curious to check that one out. All right. So my number five is a movie that my wife is watching upstairs right now as we speak. It is one that I had never heard of. The other night I was browsing movies, and I looked at Eternity. I looked at another one that was mentioned earlier, and I can't remember what it was now. And I stumbled upon a movie on Amazon that I thought, oh, this sounds interesting. And I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. It's a movie called Locked. Who's got that on their list? Anyone?
I
Anyone?
No, no,
didn't
no.
have a chance to get to
It's
watching that.
yeah, it's on my to watch list, but I haven't watched it.
My
I saw this at
God. You what? Sorry?
I saw this at the cinema.
Oh, you lucky bee. I Fuck, I loved this movie. Okay, so I'm a really big fan of minimalist cinema, like movies like Buried with Ryan Reynolds, things that are just confined to like, so this one, the plot is Bill Skarsgård plays a petty criminal with a heart of gold, who is trying to he wants to rekindle this relationship with his daughter, and his car is in a workshop and he's got to try and come up with $475 in order to get his car so he can pick his daughter up and, be a dad. Um, he doesn't have the money. He resorts to, just desperate little petty criminal things like stealing a wallet and stuff to get some money. But he's going around trying to break into cars and he comes across this big black SUV. So it's unlocked. And so he's like, hey, so he goes in, he's looking around for shit to steal. Not much in there apart from a pair of sunglasses. So he goes to leave and he's locked in the car. Next thing on the dashboard screen thingy, a call comes up, which at first he refuses to answer, but he eventually gives in. And it's the voice of Anthony Hopkins, who plays the owner of the car, who is an absolute psychopath, guy who's dying of cancer, and it's almost like Jigsaw from Saw. Like he wants to, you know, like put people to these tests kind of thing to try and reform them or whatever. So yeah, this guy, he can't get out of it. It's bulletproof, soundproof, and everything. And he basically winds up getting tortured by Hopkins' character to try and rethink his ways, kind of a thing. That's all I'll say about it, because there's more to it at the end. But it oh my God, it's so brilliantly done. I loved Skarsgård's character. He is the sort of guy that, even though he's doing shit things, you really feel for this guy. Brilliant casting putting him in the role, because he's just such a charismatic person all the time. And even Hopkins was amazingly he's at his most twisted since Hannibal Lecter. Some of the shit that he does to this guy, and it's funny as well. You know, not a massive spoiler, but one of the torturous things that he does is cranking the air conditioning to sub-zero temperatures and playing yodel music nonstop at the highest volume to try and torture him. But it's funny. So yeah, the tone throughout the whole thing I thought was great. The cinematography in this is one of those movies. I want to buy the Blu-ray. I'm going to buy it soon, because I'm hoping there is a behind the scenes thing on how they made this film, because what was it? I want to say Eddie. Yeah, Eddie. When Eddie first goes into the car, there's this brilliant shot that, goes around the interior of the car looking at Eddie, and you're sort of like, how did they do this? Was it a pull apart car that, because I know in Buried they did that with Ryan Reynolds in the coffin, that had, collapsible sides so they could sort of go around. Then when the camera's coming around, they'd put the other side back up and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just like, on a technical level, the fact that, they were able to film this thing supposedly inside a car, was geniusly done. I just loved I was riveted from start to finish. I watched it kind of late at night, so I was pretty tired, like sitting in bed, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. By the end of it, I couldn't sleep after that. Like I spent an hour trying to get to sleep. I was that excited. So yeah, this one
Well,
easily made it high up on my list. What's that?
I'm glad you liked it so much because I know it didn't get the best reviews when it came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh
Mm.
man,
like
yeah. Oh, fuck me. 2.6 on Letterbox. Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean you gave it a 3. That's not a bad rating.
yeah, I think
What are your
I
thoughts
think
on it?
I think the technical aspects that you're talking about, like, were the parts that I enjoyed
Mm,
the most. The finale that gets a little bit brutal
mm,
uh was fun to watch
mm,
in a film sense.
mm-hmm.
And I think they gave Bill Skarsgård a picture of Pete Davidson and said, "This is how we want you to look in this movie."
That is
Oh,
true. That is
oh,
true.
that's
What let it down for you though, Lou?
I don't think I enjoyed Hopkins' drive. Like,
Okay.
just I was more like, yeah, I sort of get you, man, but this doesn't seem the right way to deal with your problems.
Mm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, no, that's fair enough. No, look, I nearly gave it 5 stars. I just I don't know. Maybe it's because there was a bit of familiarity to it. Like I said, it's very Saw in respect of, it was kind of like a jigsaw sort of a thing. It was also, I should mention, directed by David, what is it? Yeah, Yarovesky, who did Brightburn, which I was a huge fan of.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
great
no, this
movie.
this guy's a really great director, I think. Yeah, no, and yeah, short runtime, 95 minutes and you're done. So
That
yeah,
goes.
I cannot recommend this movie highly enough. Like I said, I've already been yeah, JB Hi-Fi has the Blu-ray which I will be buying very soon. Because yeah, I'm all over this film. So yeah.
well, good luck with special features because studios don't seem to care about them anymore.
Oh, I know that's all I want. I just want a behind the scenes thing. I want to see. I want to know the magician's secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Kylie said, "Oh, you could just look on YouTube. There might be something there." And I'm like, "Shut up, woman! I want to buy the Blu-ray. I need to own the shiny thing in my hands." Yeah. All right, number 5.
Number 5, for me is Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Higher, anyone?
Haven't seen it yet.
Haven't seen it. Really want to see it, but still haven't
Oh
seen
yeah.
it.
This is what I was just saying
Haven't seen it.
before about the Universal Monsters
Yeah, I
connection,
figured that.
obviously.
Mm.
I thought you
This
were talking about another
a
movie,
lot of
but
Watch
yeah.
Mojo
So
list.
we had Nosferatu, Frankenstein, and one that I'm sure is not going to come up today, Lee Winnell's The Wolfman.
Ah.
So all 3 of the major Universal monsters got a run this
I
year.
forgot that there was a Wolfman,
Mm.
actually, to be honest. But
Mm.
yeah, there you go. Whoops.
I I can't, like, if I can't say any more about Guillermo del Toro that you guys probably wouldn't even know already.
Yeah.
And once again, just reiterating what I said about Eggers, where every frame could be paused, printed, and put on a wall.
Mm.
This even more so. What probably lets it down a little compared to Eggers is that, there's obviously a little bit more technology and CG involved than what Eggers used. Del Toro has been wanting to make this his entire life, and nearly every one of his movies has been Frankenstein without calling it Frankenstein. And there's always like a father-son creator connection in nearly all of his movies. And this one is, I'd say anybody who wants to do another adaptation of Mary Shelley's book should just tap out now, because it's been done to perfection, and we don't need to see it again.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That said, I will go and see Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride when it comes out. But that's a bit of a sidestep compared to Frankenstein.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry we
So-
can't discuss it more with everyone their
I
experience.
started watching Frankenstein earlier today,
Yeah.
and I've got about an hour into it.
Yeah.
But I got bored and then went and made dinner, and then we're doing this. So I'll finish it.
Yeah.
But I read the book last year as well, and I love the Universal movie from the 30s. the book I really struggled with, and because this is such a close adaptation to the book, I think I'm struggling with this for similar reasons.
Right. Interesting.
And
Yeah, I have a thing with Frankenstein, that I'm just not really interested. I saw the movie that came out, I don't, was it the 90s? Around about
Robert
Nero
De
one?
Niro.
something?
the Kenneth Branagh one.
I don't know. There was a Frankenstein movie that came out, and I watched it with my friend, and we were both so bored.
Yeah.
Um, I tried reading the book where at one stage couldn't get into it. The Universal movies, I've seen the first two, like the original and Bride of Frankenstein was way better. I did really like them, so I do like that. But it's one of the, it's like Forrest Gump being studied at school makes me think I hate Tom Hanks. Like I feel like I don't like Frankenstein, and I think it's because I haven't seen a lot of really good ones. I did start watching this movie last night, mainly because, well, I've heard good things, so I thought it's probably going to be a great film. Also has Oscar Isaac, who I adore, and he has really cool hair as well as a bonus. So, like, all the reasons to watch it, but I just wasn't in the mood for that type of movie when I was watching it, and I didn't want to force myself to keep going. So I will get back to it, but yeah, I didn't finish it in time to see if it would make my list.
Elordi, Australia's latest export, is Jacob Elordi. He is like phenomenal as the creature.
That's what I've heard everyone saying.
So and Mia Goth, man, she always brings it every time. She's like she I think she plays a couple of roles in
She
this as
does,
well.
yeah.
And you know, everybody wants a piece of her. I think she's going to be in the Odyssey and then the new Star Wars flick. So, you know, she's been a little bit underground even when she's been in bigger movies. And I think this is these are going to be a ticket to, ceremonies for years to come, I reckon.
Right.
Yeah, she's been great in all the movies I've seen her in, even when I don't necessarily like the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of those actresses who always make the movie better no matter
Yep.
what the quality of it is. So
Cool.
yeah, Frankenstein, get on it.
I plan to. Yeah. Again, yeah, it was on a Watch Mojo list and they showed lots of, scenes from it and everything. I was like, fuck, this looks really good. So yeah, it is on the list of 6,000 movies that I'm on. That's probably not.
Well, at least you know which ones to prioritize now that you're hearing all our top tens.
Oh, I do. Well, yeah. I've already I'm already in the process of obtaining a perfectly legal Oh, I've already got the no other choice. Wow, that's already done while we were talking.
I see nothing.
No, avert your eyes. There's nothing to see here. There we go. It's off my screen. Yeah, Liam, number 5. Let's go.
All right, Buffy, time to chat about Thunderbolts.
Here we go.
This made my top 5.
Really?
Again, yeah, I was a bit underwhelmed by Captain America being a kind of sequel to Incredible Hulk for some reason. So it was nice when Thunderbolts came out and was
I
a really
thought
good
it
Marvel
was a sequel
movie.
to Air Force One. There you go.
There we go.
What?
I think something that Marvel in this kind of phase has
Yeah.
been lacking is these like team up movies, and just seeing the characters interacting together. So it was nice kind of bringing some together in Thunderbolts. It's basically Marvel trying to do Suicide Squad, which is a fun idea. I really enjoyed the DC Suicide Squad that came out a few years ago, which,
Yep.
I know a lot of people didn't, but yeah,
I really liked it.
yeah,
Great.
yeah, it was brilliant. I wouldn't say this is as good as that, but I had a good fun time with it, and it was just nice seeing Marvel being reminded that they haven't completely lost their way. Because they were definitely, it's been a bit of a rough patch, I would say. And hopefully this year we'll see things turn around. I think having like a big gap now where they're not churning out as much content might help. I do think we needed to kind of start missing the characters a little bit. But yeah, I thought the concept of Bob in this was really interesting.
Mhm.
Um, I enjoyed what's her name? Seinfeld, Julia Louis-Davis.
Yep.
Is that her name? Yeah.
Yeah, she was good. Yep.
Thought she played a great villain. Obviously Florence Pugh, I'll happily watch all
Mm.
day, every day. Um, again, it's another movie that I just had a fun time with
Mm.
it. And when I go to cinema, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they put a bit more substance in this one too, where, you know, all these heroes or anti-heroes had to, because of the Bob situation, had to confront or everything that they'd done in the past.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that gave it a little bit more, yeah, like I said, substance than some of the fanfare that they'd pumped out lately.
I
Yeah.
will say, and I know we're not doing spoilers, how did you feel about the kind of reveal at the end?
Oh, it's not everyone knows about that,
Yeah.
surely.
No, I thought it was pretty satisfying. Like I always wondered what's this asterisk about? You know what I mean? And then it made sense. And you know, obviously it's lending itself to what's coming up.
Yeah.
I was underwhelmed, but we'll see where they go
Mm.
with it from here.
Yeah.
Mm. I've got a lot of catching up to do with Marvel. I've not seen the Captain America one. I've not seen Thunderbolts. I have not seen Fantastic Four, which is kind of irking me because I'm like, yeah, even though I'm a diehard DC fan till the day I die. Like, I mean, and as much as I've really enjoyed the DC films, I've been so on board with the MCU mainly because they did have a coherent narrative going through the whole,
Mm.
with the Infinity Saga.
That's
Like,
coming for
Mm.
you. It's coming.
oh yeah, yeah, no, I realize that. But I've always been like, I love DC, but Marvel are just, yeah. And even when the Infinity Saga ended, I enjoyed, the films that were most of the films that were coming out. And yeah, I just kind of am getting the sense now that they're really starting to pick the pace up again. So I've got to catch up with these films at some point.
We're doing my movie club with my few of my mates on a Sunday night. There's 50 weeks until Doomsday comes out.
Hmm.
So we're revisiting all of the films leading up to. So
Fun.
Yeah,
we'll be
nice.
prepped.
Yeah,
They've,
right.
they've got to be careful not to overload it like they did before because no one
Mm.
has got time to be watching TV to make sure that you're up to date
Yeah.
with the newest movie
Oh,
and whatever else they're throwing at it. It was just
Yeah.
too much to keep
From what I've
track
heard, the
of.
Russos are making it like a direct sequel to Endgame.
right.
So that, I'm sure there'll be stuff in there for the people who've enjoyed or everything in between, but
Yep.
you'll be able to jump on board straight from.
And I worry about that with DC as well. Not even to like, because Peacemaker is essentially
Yeah.
part of the same,
It's not
if they,
essential though.
it's not essential, but if they start going down that same path where you need to watch the movies, you need to watch the TV shows, you need to watch the one-offs and read comics and everything else, people just lose interest. And
Mm.
I dig that shit though. I'm there.
yeah,
I'll
but
consume it all, but I know the
we're in the
average
minority.
Joe is
Yeah.
like, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
And
good when you can
Well,
go in between, like put things in there for the people who are watching everything, but it doesn't take away. I know I
yes,
went to see Ant-Man and Doctor Strange before I had seen any of the other Marvel movies. I saw them at the cinema, and there would be things where they would just show a person, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm meant to know who they are, but
Mm.
they don't have any sort of real reason to be there in that movie.
Mm.
And then when I watched all the movies, I was like, okay, that's
yeah,
who that person was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, Superman, that came out last year. Like, there was a brief cameo of Peacemaker in there that was just sort of a throwaway
Mm.
thing. So, whereas I kind of feel, uh, even the show, you don't really need to have seen Superman because like season 2 of Peacemaker was sort of a sequel to Superman, but
Well, they retconned that.
it's referenced. Oh yeah, yeah. Which
Mm.
man, I actually thought that was so well
Yeah,
done.
that's pretty cool.
Um,
Obviously, there's the interrogation with
yeah,
Guy Gardner,
yeah, yeah.
Hawk Girl.
But you don't need to have seen the film though, like to appreciate it. So yeah. But no, I do find the Marvel stuff. There's a lot, and there's too much for me to keep up with. It's like the same with Star Wars. I mean, holy crap! I ain't got time for that. I got kidlets. But yeah, no, cool. No, I'm very, very keen to see that film. So yeah. Who are we up to? What's going on? Oh, that was Liam. He had Thunderbolts asterisk. So we're
It
up to
was
Nobbins with number 5.
number 5. I've got another movie which isn't yet available in Australia, but it's out in 2 weeks' time.
Well, you
It's
get to see it then, Nobbins.
um, I flew to Iran and I watched it in
Yeah, yeah.
the home of where it
You
was
do that a
made.
lot.
Yeah, yeah, I get
Basically.
around to watch my movies.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, number 5 was a movie called "It Was Just an Accident," which was a movie by Iranian dissident. What was his name again?
Some
You know,
dude.
everyone's
Jafar Panahi.
Ah,
everyone's been
yes.
talking about
Panahi.
this. It must have just come out in the
Yeah.
US or something.
Yes.
I've
Yeah.
heard the buzz.
I
Um, yeah. So Jafar Panahi is someone who's been against the Iranian regime for many years and has been arrested and imprisoned multiple times. And this is essentially, I guess, semi-autobiographical, but not really. It's about a man who's a mechanic, and he'd been abducted by the Iranian regime previously as a political prisoner.
Mhm.
And a family breaks down outside his garage, and the man who comes in, he believes was the person who inflicted torture on him while he's imprisoned.
Right.
And he abducts him, and the movie's about, is this the guy? Isn't this the guy? And it's super tense, but it's also quite funny in places as well. And the ending is just one of the best endings I've seen in a movie.
Wow.
It really is intriguing
Hmm.
and tense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, I don't think anyone else has anything to add to that because no one else has seen it because it's not out yet.
You
So,
could have flown to Iran with me to see it.
oh,
Although it
now
wouldn't
you
be
tell me.
it wouldn't be shown in Iran because it's very anti regime. So
Yeah, yeah. Was he raging against the machine?
I believe so. No,
Yeah.
it was raging against the regime.
Oh, raging is raging. Wow, that's too much raging. All right. Well, we're whacking the weeds now, sir, because Frankie is going to deliver her number 4 of the year.
Which may be higher on other people's list.
It probably is.
My number 4 is One Battle After Another.
Higher.
Haven't seen it. I know. I'm sorry. All right. Thank you, Frankie, for that insightful deep dive into One Battle After Another. Well, my number 4 is a film. Oh, hang on. Who talked? Oh, someone said this before. Was it Liam? I think. I can't remember.
Somebody
Who
talked about it.
who said Companion?
Yes, that was my number 10.
That was you. All right. Yes,
Yeah.
companion. My freaking God. Um, yeah, wow. Now look, we're going back nearly a year since I've
Mm.
seen it, so I do remember it quite well, but I'm just gonna go by my letterboxd review for this one. Brilliant on every level, exclamation mark. I was engrossed throughout every scene, wondering what would happen next. It's a thriller, a comedy, a rom-com, a horror
Mm.
movie, and a crime caper all in
Mm.
one. Easily rewatchable too. We'll be buying the Blu-ray as soon as it's out, and I did do that.
Shocking.
And enjoying it over and over again. I did not do that.
Shocking.
He probably won't be as great on future viewings since there are so many twists and surprises that
Mm.
make the first time such a wonderful experience, but that's fine. Honestly, can't think of a single thing I didn't love about it. 5 stars, liked. Yeah. So yeah, the movie is about it's come
Well, you
on,
can't
Mark.
really say too much about it.
No.
No,
Yeah.
well, hang on.
We can,
Let me do a quick scan. No, it's just pretty much what the trailer says. During a weekend getaway at a secluded lakeside estate, a group of friends finds themselves entangled in a web of secrets, deception, and advanced technology. As tensions rise and loyalties are tested, they uncover settling truths about themselves and the world around them. Wow, actually, that is really vague.
Well, you have to be with this film.
Yeah,
For
but I
real.
mean, the trailer gives away the thing.
yeah,
You
just don't
know.
watch the trailer. Easy.
I didn't see the trailer. Or
Yeah,
I think I saw the first trailer that didn't give it away, or maybe it was a
okay.
teaser or something. I saw something
Right,
that didn't give it away, and then I heard it was that type of film, so I didn't watch anything else
right,
about it.
fair
That was
enough.
smart.
So yeah, Sophie Thatcher, who was just so brilliant in this, she plays a person who does things. Jack Quaid, who we mentioned earlier, is also in this,
He's
This
and
is
also
a
a
movie
person who does
that,
things.
yeah,
character.
this is a movie that made me notice him and
Right, right.
put him as someone to look for.
Yeah. Look, all right. Well, I probably can't say.
Sophie Thatcher, I knew from Yellow Jackets. I've still only
Yeah.
seen the first season of Yellow Jackets, but she was so good in that.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, no, I absolutely love this film. Like I say, yeah, I did go out and buy it. Just haven't had a chance to rewatch it again, but yeah,
I have rewatched it. I showed it to my parents, and it is interesting to watch the second time
Yeah.
mm,
too, because to watch it knowing
Yeah.
mm.
is makes it still an interesting and different experience from the
Out
first
of
time.
all of us, Liam gave it the lowest score, and yet it's still in his top 10. Liam, your turn to talk about this film because I robbed you of your chance
Oh,
before.
no, I think you covered it quite eloquently, and you
Okay,
clearly
moving
enjoyed it more than I did. I do rate things quite harshly because I'm difficult to please, but I liked it, just not as much as you did.
So eloquent.
Like, here's me delivering like a 15-minute, whole big in-depth review and everything. And it's like, so Liam, over to you. I
Well, like
like
you said, right, you can't really talk about it,
No. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
there's not really a lot left to say.
Without
I
spoil.
I did like what's his face, Harvey from What We Do in the Shadows. I liked the
Yes.
character he
Yeah.
played in this a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Mm,
Yeah, it's just one of those movies that it's like, what's next? What's next?
Mm.
What's next?
Yeah.
It just keeps
yeah,
rolling out and rolling out, and I'm
yeah.
like, this movie's only 20 minutes in. Where can this possibly go? And it just keeps
Yeah.
punching you and punching you and punching you. Is
Yeah.
yeah, one of those movies that it's just unique viewing. You
Yeah.
get one of them a year,
Yeah.
and that was the one that was
Mm,
above the others for me.
yeah.
I was shocked when it turned out it was part of the Marvel
Yeah.
cinematic universe. That was a big surprise to me.
So I missed the first part of that. What was that?
I was shocked when it turned out that the movie was in the Marvel cinematic
Oh,
universe. Yeah.
yeah. Mm, all right. Thank you for that insightful input, Nobbins. All right, number 4. What have you got?
Oh, number 4 for me.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
you're
know if
next.
anybody's got this higher. You probably are going to tell me the same thing. I haven't seen it on my watch list. But Weapons,
I
Oh,
have it also at number 4.
also
Uh,
at number 4. You go
terrible.
first.
Yeah.
And
I
Liam,
think I'm the only one who hasn't actually seen it.
Frank, Frankie and I have different opinions.
Yeah, I'm so goddamn keen to see. Actually, this is probably my number 1 movie on my ones that I need to watch. I'm so desperate to see this film.
Let Liam break it down. He missed out.
No, Buffy, you do because I did Thunderbolts, so you can do weapons.
Oh, wow.
How
Well,
gentlemanly.
Yeah,
that's
I'll
very
say.
kind.
Yeah,
Very British.
yeah.
I just also don't want to have to try and describe this plot, quite honestly.
Yeah, I guess that the hardest part for the plot part is
It is another one to not know too much as well.
yeah,
Mm,
but
mm.
I'll just the basic part is 17 out of 18 children in a class go missing, and it turns the town upside down, and the teacher of the class is highly suspect by one parent in particular, who's trying to get to the bottom of what happened to these kids. And I think the way it's presented is, I know that's probably the plot in a nutshell without giving too much away, but the way this movie's presented is probably its biggest draw card. And I walked out, as soon as I walked out, I was like, this guy, obviously, is it Kreger?
Yep.
Yeah.
Love Barbarian, by the way. So I was
Mm.
already
Mm.
for this. And yeah, he obviously watched Magnolia.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Mm.
Because the way the movie is structured is just ripped straight from that, but in a horror framework. So, Liam, any more to add? I could probably talk about it for a while and try and dissect it with people who've watched it, but I don't want to give
Yeah.
anything away.
That's the thing, right? Is hard to talk about that spoilers because what I interpreted the movie as how it kind of turned out to be. Um, I thought it was interesting that all these years later we're still getting fresh takes on that like horror subgenre. I'm trying to be deliberately vague here to not
Yeah,
spoil
yeah.
things. But that I was quite pleasantly surprised by. And there's also just a relatability to the way the kids are running, which is on like the poster and stuff like that's not really spoiling things.
Mm.
But it's still done creepily in this
Hmm.
movie. And I love it when you take that like normal thing and then just make it
Yeah.
creepy. Like
That was the best part
like
of the
when you
movie.
have yeah.
The rest of it was the worst part.
Well, but yeah,
I also
it's
I was a bit harsh on it. I think I was in a bad mood and the movie annoyed me, so I was a bit extra harsh than I would have been. But it was my biggest disappointment because I loved Barbarian as well. So this was one of my anticipated films of the year. I do think that Austin Abrams was probably
yeah.
the highlight for me. I thought his performance was really good in this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Mm. And is it actually as scary as I'm hearing in some reviews and stuff? Like, because
Wasn't very scary for me anyway.
you?
Man, there is one point where Josh Brolin reacts to something that happens in that movie, and I reacted exactly the same,
Oh.
probably with a little bit of poo in my pants.
Wow.
Not literally, but
Yeah.
figuratively.
Yeah.
There's definitely some really good jump scares, and so I think some of the imagery is like really, really creepy.
Okay.
And the villain of the piece, as they become revealed, becomes even more unnerving as the movie goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it has some really good moments.
Intrigued.
I just I didn't like Julia Garner's character.
Mm.
So that was a bit annoying at the beginning.
She
But
is
that
a
was
young
also the
lady.
most interesting part because that's the beginning of the mystery of what's going
Mhm.
on. And I just
Mm.
found, besides Austin Abrams and enjoying his performance, I just felt like the more the movie went on, the less I was into it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I was just like, okay, good, it's done. That was just kind of my
Wow.
reaction. And then looking up who played the character that turned out to be Austin Abrams. And that was pretty much my takeaway from the movie.
Right.
One thing I did like is because you follow like in that Magnolia way different characters, but you sometimes see the same scene but from
Mm.
different characters' perspectives.
Yeah,
I
that was
like that
really
there were
good.
little differences in those scenes which kind of key you into how the characters like were seeing what was happening. If that makes sense. So Dan, maybe from like a technical perspective, you might enjoy that element to it, perhaps.
I've got a feeling that when I finally get around to watching it, that we're going to have to redo this episode because I've got a feeling that that would be in my top 10, that movie, just from everything I've heard about it. So I'm not going to publish this episode just yet because we might have to redo it at some point. Yeah.
Re-edit like that half of the screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can do that. That's easy enough. Static camera, easy. Yeah. So no, oh my God, I'm so keen to see that film. But anyway, I'll get around to it. All right. Well, I know we're up to number 4. So I think Nobbins now we go over to him because
Yeah, but I think mine is going to be higher on Frankie's. So number 4 for me is Train Dreams.
Hi.
Oh. I know you guys have talked a lot about this film.
And we will talk some more soon.
Yeah. So Frankie's got a higher.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh my God. Here we go. We're coming down to the top 3. Frankie, what is it?
My number 3, I have a feeling no one else has seen. So, my number 3 is The Count of Monte Cristo,
Ah.
which I have.
2024.
Yeah, but not here.
Here we go. I love it. Just sit back. Here, I got snacks. We can open up some snacks and watch the fight unfold. No,
No, it's fine.
No, I'd heard
But it's
really
funny.
great things about this, so I was impatiently waiting for it to become available here. And
Mhm.
then I rented it as soon as it did. And I don't know the story at all. I've been meaning to read the book for years, but the book is massive, so
Mm.
I've been putting it off. So that was fun because I didn't know, like I knew it was sort of a like revenge plot. That's pretty much all I knew about it. And so it was really good to watch this. It was like such a beautiful movie to look at, and the performances were great. The story was really good. I think is it fairly, I think it's a bit long.
2.5 hours, I think.
Oh, it's not that long then.
Not
I
these
thought it
days.
was maybe a slightly longer. Oh no, it's 178 minutes.
Oh, even
So
longer.
it's a long one. But I didn't feel like it was super long while I was watching it because it was just interesting like all the way through. And I guess, from such a big book, there is a lot of plot to put in a movie, so they gave it some room.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I just thought it was fantastic. It's a French movie, so I didn't know any of the people in it. But yes, it was very good. The way the music was used was really interesting as well. Let me just see if there's anything in my review that I need to make sure I mentioned. But yeah, it's pretty much performances, music. Yeah, the way it was shot was beautiful as well as just what you were looking at. So yeah, there was just like it had all the things. And so hopefully this year I will finally read the book. If I can get my reading back up to the level that it used to be,
Mm.
that I can easily read. I think the book I have is about 1,200 pages. So
Oh.
yeah, we'll see how that goes.
It's one of those books that everyone recommends on
Mm,
Reddit, the Recommend Me a Book subreddit.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
I heard
I'll
lots of
get
good
around to
things.
reading it one day.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Dan read a book once.
I did. I
Mm.
did. It was Ready Player One. It's really good. Yeah. All right, cool. Um, so yes, my number three, and I think this was Liam again. Bring Her Back. That was you? No, that was you.
No, it was
Oh, that
me.
was
No, higher.
whoa.
Mm.
Higher.
Hey,
Yeah.
Liam, our thunder has once again been stolen. Yeah, we do not get to talk about it. I'm pleased to hear that.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, what is your number three then?
Yeah, well, the three could probably interchange, but as I've written them at this moment, number
Mm.
three is Sinners.
Higher.
Same.
Higher.
Yeah, so shut up. Oh wow, we're just all getting shot down here. Liam, number three.
Okay, my number three is Together.
Ah. Oh, that was another
Wow.
one that I almost watched the other night.
Love it.
Apparently,
It
it's an
was,
Australian
it's,
movie. I was reading, which I didn't know.
no, I didn't.
Well, there you go.
It's body horror. It's if you want to see Dave Franco naked and Alison Brie
Yes,
naked,
always.
here's a movie for you.
Brilliant.
It's okay. So a lot of my movies, I'm like, I like it because it's fun.
Yeah.
My like top four, not so much the
Mhm.
reason why.
No.
This was just, I mean, I do love body horror,
Mm.
so I'm gonna be kind of partial to this kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But the practical effects that we used
Mm.
would just, I think when it comes to body horror, that's the way to do it,
Oh,
right? You can tell. And there was, I'm sure there was some CGI used. It was minimal. The plot, do I even remember what it is? Basically,
so much. I don't remember what it was about, but I loved it.
exactly. It's a couple who start having some problems, and we find out why. That's all you
Ah,
need to know. It's
wow.
it's one of those ones like where I'm always reluctant with the movies I really enjoy to say too much because
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in go in knowing as little as possible.
Mm.
And again, this was one where I'd seen the trailer, and that trailer was really well put together.
Mm.
So I went in and just had a great time with it. It delivered on what I was hoping it would do, and like I said, I'm fussy, so I do find a lot of times movies kind of like a little bit underwhelming. But this was just a really good time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm so keen to see it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And I think it really benefited from the couple on screen being a real couple off
Yeah.
screen as well. Because the chemistry was palpable.
Yeah.
I did bump heads a bit with the reason they get into the situation they're in without giving
Yeah.
too much away, just a little bit. But
It's understandable.
yeah, but yeah, just some of the methods they use to deal with the situation they're in at any given moment, like really good horror cinema. Good,
Yeah.
they'll make now if you made a compilation of really great horror scenes from this year, that would feature in it a few times, I think.
Yeah, the scene in the school, that one made me wince.
Yeah, man, it'll make everybody here wince.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually forgot
Didn't make me
about-
wince, sorry.
Oh, I forgot about that when I was making my list of like my watch list. So I need to get to that one still.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't get this movie at all. I didn't like it. I found it boring.
Oh,
Interesting.
Soz?
No sauce. Unrepentant.
He's just claiming this one. He's like, no, fuck all of you.
I'm only
Movie, you are all wrong. Yeah, wow, controversy. I don't know what we're up. No, Nobbins, is it number
Nobbins,
three? Like, yeah,
it's me, but number 3 was Sinners, so moving on.
Yes, all right, moving on. Holy crap, Frankie, we're down to the final two. Here we go. What is your second favorite movie of 2025?
My number 2 is Train Dreams. So
Lower.
is anyone
sorry.
has anyone else seen that besides Nobbins?
No, of course not. Oh, I mean,
Yeah, I
yes.
saw it twice.
Oh, there you go.
This is one of those movies that as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, I need to see this movie. And then I was greatly surprised when it turned up on Netflix because it's just really not a Netflix kind of movie. I thought this was going to be well, it didn't come to cinemas because it's a Netflix movie.
It had had a 2-week window right before it came out. And I was kicking myself that I didn't go to the cinema after I saw it.
I wish I'd seen it.
Well, I don't think it was playing at my local one, which doesn't surprise me if it's a limited thing. So, well, I wasn't expecting I'd be able to get to the cinema because I thought it would be at Palace or something anyway when I saw like what type of film it was. But that's all right. I subscribed to Netflix for a month over the Christmas break so I could watch a few things, and that was top of my list. And it was just the kind of movie that the trailer made it look like it was going to be, which I really enjoyed. And it's kind of a hard one to explain because it's not like a big plot-driven movie. It's kind of covering this guy's life. And things that happen along the way. And it's set, I don't know, was it the 30s or something? Early days of America. And this guy goes, takes jobs like seasonal jobs in logging. So they're, is all manual back then. So they just hire these guys to come cut down the trees, and he works a bit on the railroad. And then, he meets a woman and gets married, and then, still has to go off to work, and just sort of goes on from there on the decades and the people that he meets. And it's so beautifully shot because it's, they just find a bit of land to build a house and that. So there's just so much nature in it and just really interesting characters. I found out afterwards, I watched a video with the cinematographer, and he was saying they shot all in natural light so that they wouldn't have to, the actors could move around without worrying about the light and everything. And which is partially perhaps why it looks so good. And I did find it interesting because there's a scene where a bunch of people are sitting around a fire, and you could see the embers going up in the air. And then when one character's talking, you see an ember land on his shoulder. And it just seems so weird. And I'm like, it's probably because in movies, nothing's real. So there's it's not happening. But in this, because it was just a real fire, it just happened that it fell on his shoulder. But it just really, it was a moment that just added to it. But yeah, it made me cry.
Yeah.
It's just one of those kinds of movies. And yes, if the I mean, I don't know what Netflix is going to do. I hope there'll be some kind of physical release because this is the kind of movie that would be nice to watch
Mm.
without having to subscribe to Netflix to get to it. So yeah, but definitely one that just makes you think and feel. And yeah,
Mm.
it's so good to look
And it
at.
has Clifton Collins Jr. in it, who is a favorite actor of mine. I obviously don't know who he played in it. He played Boomer. There you go. I love that guy. He's one of those people that like I will actually watch a movie if he is in it. But yeah, there's more than enough reasons why I would like to watch this movie now because it sounds pretty amazing.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
think it's the sort of movie that you appreciate more and more as you get older.
Oh, that's me.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
now we're all old,
Uh,
but it's kind of it really spoke to me as that theme of loss and dealing with age, and there was a line about expecting a revelation to come to you about what life is all about as you get older, or something similar, and it just doesn't come because that's not life.
mm,
And yeah, it just really spoke to me.
Mm. And
yeah.
it's based on a novella by a guy who's written quite a lot of things, and he came on my radar because the he also has a book called Jesus's Son, which is a movie that Michael Shannon's in.
Hmm.
And that was pretty good as well, not as good as this, but very different type of movie. So yeah, I'm gonna get the novella and give it a read, and then hopefully it's also very good, and
I
I
read a
can move
novella
on to his
once.
other books.
No, I did. Legends of the Fall. I was so obsessed with that movie that I actually bought the novella and I read it.
Wow.
Boom. Yeah. Mic drop. Um,
Michael Mann drop.
wait, what? What? Mike? Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, no, cool. No, I know you guys have talked about this movie so much, and I never actually like took that step ahead to find out what this movie was all about and stuff. And I'm looking at it now and I'm like, yeah, this actually looks pretty good.
If you
Uh,
watch the trailer, it's a really, well, I don't know if there's been multiple trailers, but the first trailer that I saw is
yeah.
a really good movie of showing you like the tone and type of movie that it is.
Right, right.
Mm. I
Uh,
think I noticed too. I don't know if you guys noticed, like the aspect ratio is like 4:3 or whatever.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, the
So,
cinematographer talked about that too because they
Hmm.
wanted it to look like old photos, and
Hmm.
old photos were that shape, and so
Yeah.
they thought they would just do that the same,
Hmm.
and they were trying to do the colors like yeah, it was a really interesting video. It
Of
just
course.
popped up on YouTube somewhere because he was talking about some of the shots and the way that they filmed people and the way they moved in the like zoomed the camera back in the shots and different things like that. It's really interesting. It's the kind of thing you want on your special features on physical
yeah,
releases that they don't often do these days because they just want some like PR 2 minute thing. But
Hmm.
when you actually have, I think this video went for, isn't it, was it like 15 minutes or something? I don't know. I think it was on Variety or something. I can't remember which YouTube channel it was. But yeah, it was just really interesting to just have the cinematographer sit down and just talk about multiple things like that.
I just got very excited because there's another actor whose name I saw was oh, he's also in Jesus's Son. Will Patton. I saw he was it, but he's just a voiceover
is the
apparently.
narrator.
Narrator,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
He is another actor who I will legit watch anything as if I see his name in it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so there. Actually, him probably even more than Clifton Collins Jr. So yeah, but look, I'll take his voice, his lovely, soothing voice. Yeah, whatever. All right, I will add that to my list of I've now got 6,001 movies that I need to watch. So yeah. All right. So oh yeah, so that was I was about to say that was Frankie's number two, but that just sounds really weird. So I'm just gonna move on and my number two, I don't know if anyone's got this at number one. Anyone got Sinners at number one or
Higher.
Hey.
We found you out, mister. Found you out. I guess I'm not talking about that next then.
Well, you can talk about Bring Her Back now, because that's my number 2.
All right. Well, you take it away then. No.
You missed
I'm not stealing any
Well,
thunder.
the Philippines are
Philippines.
definitely. Speaking of number 2,
Hey.
Number twos.
yeah,
Oh,
it's just something about this room that makes you make those puns.
it does indeed. It's not me, it's the house.
The Philippines are probably Australia's next greatest export.
Easy.
National treasures in my book at the moment. 2 for 2. And
Liam might disagree with you there.
sorry?
Liam might disagree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's wrong.
We're talking about the child actor in Weapons, right? Well, these guys like triple down with the child actors in this film.
Oh yeah.
Has everybody seen this, right?
I haven't. I'm just a bit done with grief horror, and I just haven't been in the mood for that type of movie, so I haven't got to it yet.
Yeah. Well, Talk to Me was fun. This is like real dark, real dank.
Oh yeah.
And they're both they're both explorations in grief, but this one's like really heavy. Without the plot, without giving too much away, is a mother who's missing a daughter goes on, I'm going to guess, to the dark web to find a method to maybe reunite them. And that's as far as I'm going to go. But all the child actors in this are like
phenomenal.
Yes, so good. And as much as it is about grief, it is also about chewing on inanimate objects.
Oh man!
So
one of the most scenes I've ever seen.
The sound keeps me awake at night.
Because I heard about that scene. I actually read somewhere about it. I was like, spoiler, but nothing that I could read would match what actually seeing it and hearing it. Like, that was so fucking brutal.
It's not the only thing he chews on in the film, but that's definitely the worst.
Yeah.
And there's like some gaslighting scenes in there that are far beyond anything Jackass have done. And I'm scared to revisit it, mainly because of the vibe Frankie's probably got about watching it the first time. You know, it's really heavy to deal with, and
Trauma-rama.
The images in it are already in here, so I don't know if I need to. I'll definitely watch it again because I thought it was that well made, but it's got to wait for the right moment.
Yeah. I really like the element of just it kept you guessing, like, what is going on kind of thing, and the way that the plot unraveled and spilled its secrets and everything was just geniusly done. I'm the same as you. These guys just can do no wrong in my book. Both of these films have been 5-star movies to me. And Liam is wrong. Liam, why did you only give it 2.5 when we've all just
glazed fast?
I can't really talk about what I don't like about it without giving like a massive spoiler.
Oh, fair enough then.
Can you agree that Sally Hawkins was top shelf?
The performances were good, don't get me wrong, and that one scene was like effective, but there's a premise, let's say, that I would have liked more.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm trying to be very careful here with what I say.
You hate to be wrong. Like, there's no,
Oh, I do it frequently. It's fine.
I love how I go from earlier, like, no, it's all opinions and everything, to like, you're wrong. Go and watch it again and you'll like it. No. No, that's fair enough.
Talk to me.
I just thought this thing was utterly disturbing. I remember going to see Talk to Me. Like there were moments in that film that I was rattled to the point where my eyes were welling up. Like and I walked out of that theater and Kylie was like, "Are you okay?" Because like I was trembling, and yeah, this movie on so many levels gave me that same kind of vibe, like maybe even more so this time around. I think this one was more disturbing than Talk to Me. Yeah. No, I'm yeah, definitely keen to rewatch it. I don't have anything else you summed it up beautifully. That was an
Mm.
amazing analysis and review of this film. I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. Um, yeah. What are we up to? Who are we up to? What's going on?
Liam number two.
Liam number two, right. Okay.
Okay, we mentioned Stephen King adaptations earlier.
Yeah.
So my number two is The Long Walk.
Nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read the book a couple of years ago. The book's really good. So I went into this, with that comparison in mind. This one does change the ending a bit.
Mm.
I don't know if it really works.
Well, that makes me curious to read the book because I wasn't so into the ending
I
of the
preferred the
movie.
book ending.
Yeah,
I have to
same.
go see what the book ending is.
And it's not a long book either. It's a
No,
short one.
it's one of his novellas.
I
Yeah.
read the novella once.
But this is a movie where so I don't tend to get particularly emotionally attached to characters in movies unless it's like really, really good.
Mm.
But there was something about the way that the friendships in
Hmm.
this, how they formed and were depicted,
Yep.
that for whatever reason just got to me when I was watching this and really reeled me in. For those that aren't aware, it's set in a kind of like dystopian-y future where
Luke Skywalker is running the country.
he is, and he is mean.
Mm.
You can kind of submit like a lottery, and if your number gets called, you basically have to walk at a certain pace, and if you go below that pace too many times, you get eliminated, and it is last man walking.
Mhm.
Um, it doesn't shy away from the brutality of that. I was a little
Mm.
bit kind of one of my concerns going in was, oh, are they just going to kind of do a lot of this off screen?
Mm. No.
No, they very quickly show that they're not going to do that. But it's just a really good way of establishing a bunch of personalities. Some you don't like, some you really love, throwing them all together, seeing how they mix, and um, who's hang on, the main, what's his face? There were two that were, yeah, Cooper Hoffman.
Mhm.
Ah,
He was amazing. And then David Johnson is the other.
brothers.
The
Both of
acting was
those,
superb. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But both of those were really good. Um, it's not a fun movie. It's not one of
No.
those ones where you're like, I feel good after watching it. Um,
Not like
but
Casino Man.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
But I just, like I said, it hit me in a way that I wasn't expecting. So I came out of that movie
Mm.
and just was like, yeah, this is going to make the top 10. Wasn't sure how high it would place, but
Very high,
number two.
apparently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now,
I really enjoyed it as well. Well, did I enjoy it? I really liked the movie. It wasn't very enjoyable, but
Exactly.
it's a bit of a
uh,
downer, but it was so well made. And yeah, it's just a talking movie where people die occasionally. And
Yeah,
yeah.
it's one of those movies that you read the premise and you're like, oh yeah, this is just people walking until there's
Mm.
only one left. How can they make a movie
hmm,
and keep it interesting because it's just sort of real time, not real time, but it's just following this one stretch of time.
hmm,
And then I did have fun reading reviews of people that don't know how to watch movies and they are just like, what is this? There's no flashbacks to their life
Mm.
beforehand. We don't know anything about them. It's so
Yeah.
boring that it's just monologues. And
hmm.
I'm like, oh, these people that don't understand movies, like you find out so much from them talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's all you
yeah,
need.
it's really interesting. And yeah, I haven't seen Cooper Hoffman before I had heard everyone talk about him, and now I see why. I don't know if he's been in a whole lot of things, and this
Was
is
it Licorice
just.
Pizza? Was the big thing that he was in?
Oh, okay, that's why I don't remember. That's a very forgettable movie. Okay,
Now,
well,
Lee,
he's much better in this.
a comment that I made
Much
earlier
better
has got
movie.
me. I've got a question for you. Would you feel this movie would be better or worse if Paulie Shaw was cast as the lead character?
Worse.
Yeah, that wouldn't work
Yeah,
at all.
worse.
Really?
Buddy.
I mean, I love Paulie Shaw, but yeah,
Yeah.
not this kind of movie.
That'd be so good, wouldn't it? Like
No.
just sort of
I
slap.
mean, he could be one of the random other ones from the States that are just there
Or
until they're not.
you could potentially replace Mark Hamill with him.
Or the
Maybe. Yeah, that'd be. I mean, given that Hamill is essentially a Trumpian character, having Pauly Shore play him would be very close.
oh
Yeah.
wow, yeah. No, look. I just think Paulie should be cast in everything, but that's just my opinion. Cool. All right. What is it? Nobbins number two.
Yeah.
I believe so,
All
yes.
right, Nobbins.
And
Number two.
I'm not sure if anyone's seen this movie, but it was a movie called Sorry Baby.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh,
You
there
saw
you
it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's a directorial debut by
Eva Victor.
Eva Victor,
go.
who also plays the lead. And it's kind of a small story about a serious subject where she's um, been sexually assaulted a couple of years ago by her college advisor, college professor. And the movie is really about her coming to terms with because it's affected her life quite negatively, as you'd expect. She's struggling to deal with the trauma from it. Um, and it's just a really well made movie which manages the tone really well. So it sounds really depressing, but it's not really depressing. It's actually quite funny in places and quite emotional. It's really well handled. The writing is superb and the acting is also really well done. Um, it doesn't lean into being too sentimental or schmaltzy. Um, it doesn't come off as moralizing either. It's just a really well made movie that I really enjoyed.
Right. I've heard the title. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, really. So there you go. But now I do. Now I
There
know.
you do.
I know things about it that Nobbins has told me. So yeah.
If you
Um,
like those sort of character studies,
yeah.
then you'll enjoy the movie.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Which means this is it. The weeds have been whacked. And yeah, I don't know. That's not the sound that a weed whacker makes, but why would you use a whip to do your gardening? Like,
I was just whipping some weeds.
no, but I did a whip sound. Like,
I
I
think
don't
I
know.
did that earlier as well.
Oh wow, what are we, Indiana Jones? Like, is that how he does his gardening? I don't know. Anyway,
I think so.
um, I'm rambling. Frankie, what is your number one most favorite movie of 2025?
Higher.
Wow. Okay, bit of controversy.
So this is one of those movies that just went straight to number one the moment I watched it, and I was pretty sure that nothing would take it off number one, and nothing did take it off number one,
Jackie.
and it is Sinners.
Right, right. All right. Here we go. Frankie's leading the discussion on Sinners.
So yeah, oh my God, I don't know how to talk about this movie. It's so hard to talk eloquently about it. But I feel like so many people have seen it, so it's probably fine. But I remember seeing the trailer for this, the first trailer that came out, which I think came out a long time before the movie
Mm.
came out. And I was interested right from then, not even really knowing that much about it. And then it became a bit of a cursed film, and I didn't end up seeing it at the cinema. But I was hearing everybody talk about it and about that scene. And then I was like, am I really going to know that scene when I get to it? And yeah, you can't miss it. It's
hmm
like, it really is that scene.
Oh.
Also, has I'm just blanking with names because I'm put on the spot, so I'm just going to open the thing.
You're not
Um,
what you would.
also has Jack O'Connell playing Remick. I feel like we should just like do a cut off and then talk full spoilers because it'd be so much more fun. But anyway, he plays Remick, who was a really fascinating character. And I thought it was done so well that he's like the villain. But it's kind of like what we were saying with Nosferatu earlier. Like he's the villain, but he's still got something about him to draw you in.
Mm.
And which is a really fun dynamic to have for a character in a movie. And Michael B. Jordan, of course, plays two characters and does a really good job at that
Yes.
and showing the differences. So you can always tell which is which when they're on screen, which was amazing. The music's so good. I've been listening to both the soundtrack and the score a lot since I watched it. I think the score was my most listened to in whatever month it was that I saw the movie on my streaming. So yeah, that I don't know. I don't know how to say. It's one of those movies that just is a bit long, but you don't notice because there's just so much to it. It's really pretty to look at, all the things. So
Yeah,
yeah.
because you guys were talking about this movie so much, and I just got to a point I was like, okay, I need to see this movie so badly, and so I Ryan Coogler sent me a digital copy of it himself, which was just so nice of him. And if you're listening to this, Ryan, thank you again for that. Totally didn't pirate it. And yeah, there was one night I think Kylie was at work doing like a overnight shift, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this movie,
No,
find
she
out
was
whatever.
away.
She was away. Oh,
You
but
had the house to yourself,
it
and
was
so we're
in Melbourne.
like,
That's right.
now is the perfect time for you to watch this movie
Yes.
where you won't have any interruptions from the
Oh,
kids.
that's right, because there was no kids, there was no
Yeah.
wife, there was no nothing. There was just a pair of cats. And so yeah, I was like, okay, now's my time. And so I started watching and like, my God, I was just engaged from the first scene. Like yeah, totally. And as we're going along, I'm just getting swept into this whole thing. I'm just like the performances, the cinematography, the production design. I totally believed I was watching something set in the 30s, I believe it was. Yeah, everything about it was just amazing. And then, yeah, like, I kept hearing about the scene, and I'm like, the same as you. I'm like, am I going to know what the scene is? And I'm watching this movie. Yeah, when it comes, I'm like, oh, this is the scene. And it was weird. It was surreal. It was brilliant. It was one of those moments I was so overwhelmed with feelings that like I actually started getting a little misty-eyed. I was that overwhelmed by it. And yeah, just from start to finish, this film is just absolutely brilliant. I mean, I have spent many months trying to decide out of two films what was going to be my number one, because what I was saying before about like you might have one movie that is technically a better film on so many levels, but then you might have another film that just is you. And so yeah, that was actually kind of alluding to what I went through. But just yeah, it is a perfect film on every single level. And yeah, I was just absolutely blown away. I did go and buy the Blu-ray. I think actually it was the next day after I watched it. I was just like, I need to own it right now. I don't give a shit how much I've got to pay for it. There was no sales on. I paid full price for it. So there you go. Take that, pirates. I'm not that bad. So yeah, Liam, what would you like to say about it? We'll
Yeah,
go.
I mean,
Actually, no, I've done it again.
That's okay.
You're here. You're
I
right. You're actually here.
I liked it better when it was called From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh,
oh,
I'm only
go
joking.
home.
I'm only joking.
Every time someone says that, I'm just like, no, it's just,
Yeah, no, I'm only joking. This movie had a very profound effect on me.
As a musician, of course, you
Yeah,
would have,
the
yeah.
just the mashup of music, culture, religion, folklore, and the way they juggle all that, and the I guess like when there's no real. I like the way Coogler makes everything balance,
Mm.
and then at the very end of the film when he ties it all up, it's you're not there's nothing left undone as well.
Yeah.
It
was a real love letter to music in so many ways.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, Liam, your turn.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? Like, I was watching this movie, and while watching it, I was like, this is good. When you get into like the vibe of a movie, and you're like, right, I can just settle back, and this is I'm having a good time. I'm aware I'm having a good time, and I was enjoying it. But in the back of my mind, I was like, is this like my favorite movie that I've seen this year? Do I think it's going to be? And then the credits rolled, and I was like, you know what, that was really good. But I just felt like it was missing something. And then the scene happens after the credits that does just like tie a bow on it. And I was like, yeah, that's what I needed to push this into that. Like, yeah, this is a real contender for my movie of the year.
Yeah.
And I think that one little scene, if it hadn't have been there, I would have felt a little bit like, oh, it was so close.
Okay.
But by having it, it was almost as if like Cougar was just speaking to me and being like, I know what you want. Here it is. I was like, yeah, thank you.
Wow, cool.
If it didn't have that tag though, you wouldn't have known what it was missing. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't have known that it was missing, but because he did tie it up like that.
Yeah, and it was so satisfying as well.
And having Buddy Guy play that character at a later stage of his life was epic.
Yeah. Nobbins, got anything to add to this one?
No, I think you said it all. It's just a magnificent movie. I think I said in my review that it's modern filmmaking at its finest, and it's just a magnificent piece of filmmaking.
Because I think
I'm gonna have like a potentially controversial question for everyone though.
Oh yeah.
Do we think that Michael B. Jordan needed to play both brothers, or was he kind of robbing an actor of an opportunity there?
Definitely didn't need to play both brothers, but it was impressive from a acting point of view. But yeah,
and from a technical point of view, but also like, why give yourself that burden?
Yeah, didn't need to, but
yeah, I get
but there's a number of movies that have had twins or brothers played by the same actor. So I guess it's just a fun thing if you're an actor to explore the hard work to pull it off and create the two different personalities and everything.
It's definitely like a feather in his cap, you know what I mean? And probably Coogler trusting him enough to be able to pull it off. And their names were Smoke and Stack, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. So I think in answer to your question, no, it didn't need to be that way, but we're very happy that it was.
I did see a behind the scenes thing where they were talking about how they pulled it off, and there was a scene where they're just stood talking and smoking and sharing like a cigarette. And that breakdown of like how much effort went into just pulling that off is it's a lot of work.
Yeah. My controversial question is, what if Pauly Shore played the twin brother? No, just kidding. No, because I remember seeing the trailer in a cinema once upon a time, and like it didn't really grab me that much, and it's one of the reasons why I kind of held off seeing the film, because I just kind of thought, that was that period piece set in the 30s, and
that first trailer, at least, I don't know how many there were, but it didn't give away a lot. It didn't really tell you much of anything what the story was. I was just, I guess, the period detail and how it was shot and everything, I was just like, oh, what's this? It just looked interesting.
But no, I'm glad and like at the time I remember just thinking to myself like, oh my God, it's going to be very tough to beat this film this year, because it's so goddamn brilliant. So yeah, there you go. We're up to my number one, aren't we? Well,
numero uno.
Yes, so it's anyone care to guess what? No, just fuck off. Yeah, there he is. There he is. There's the man. Yeah, it's Superman. And again, I've been torn. I've been like, I know Sinners was technically better on so many levels. I'm not talking about technically like, the camera work and things like that. Just in terms of like the overall themes and all that sort of stuff, like it was a better film, but I've been waiting my whole life for the right Superman film to come along, and it did. Yes, I am one of the world's biggest James Gunn fans, so there was that. But for me, this was the closest thing I've ever seen to a comic book actually come to life. And yeah, like I've read a lot of Superman comics in my time, and the tone, the framing of the scenes, like just everything about it just actually looked, like it should. Like, as much as I love most of the Christopher Reeve Superman films, um, I sometimes they just kind of leaned into silliness in a lot of ways. Like, in the second one, how he suddenly like, can take the symbol off his chest and throw it, and this giant plastic S wraps around the villain. Like, come on, no, that's not one of his powers. Flying around the world to reverse time, don't even get me started. Like, there were so many things. Even Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, I always kind of thought like, nah, not really. Um, and then yeah, like the various iterations, I've always thought like were nearly like Superman Returns. I thought was a pretty decent film. I actually thought Kevin Spacey was probably the closest to a really good Lex Luthor outside of the Smallville TV series. And then the Snyder stuff I loved, but that wasn't really Superman. That wasn't really the right character. And when I saw the trailers for this film, I was like, fuck, I really think we've got it here. And I mean, I even went on record as saying, like, I'm gonna say it now, I think this is gonna be the perfect Superman film. And yeah, for me it absolutely was. Fuck, I just had a smile on my face from start to finish. I loved everything about it. I thought the plot was fantastic. David Corn Sweat just embodied that character so perfectly well. Um, Lois, Jimmy, everyone was just perfectly cast. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Sorry, Kevin Spacey, you're down the list now. This guy was, yeah, just perfect as that methodical genius. And yeah, like because Lex Luthor's always he's an evil character, but not just like evil. Kind of seems evil, and like he was great. Crypto, I was kind of thinking like I hope it doesn't sort of go into silly territory, but no, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Just all the different characters, like I love the Justice Gang. I thought Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, fuck, he was just so perfect as I always thought it was kind of weird that they'd picked that version of Green Lantern, like, the asshole Green Lantern, but nah, he was great in that role. Everything about it was everything I've ever wanted to see in a Superman film, and I got it. And yeah, I'm very, very happy to see where we're going. Oh, like, yeah, I'm so excited for Supergirl this year. I mean, that
Yeah,
trailer,
that was
my
good.
God. Yeah, no, we're onto a good course with the new DC, and yeah. So yeah, as much as I love Sinners, and like I said, on so many levels, it was a better film. Yeah, Superman was just for me personally what I wanted. So yeah, that's my number one.
Yeah, man, you can have it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone got that higher? No, just kidding.
No, I mean I did like Superman. I agree with you with the Zack Snyder ones, is it felt more like a Superman in training movie than a Superman movie. And I don't think we ever saw him as Superman, which was a shame because I would have liked to have seen Henry Cavill be Superman, not just
Right.
learning how to be Superman. But my favorite like aspect to that character is when you can do as much as he can do with all those powers, the morality behind it.
Mm.
And we have that scene with Lois interviewing him, basically asking him those questions, right? Like how do you make those calls and how do you make those decisions? And that's like I loved that the movie gave me that one scene because that's what I've always wanted from a Superman film.
Right,
I
right.
want more than just one scene of that.
Yeah.
So it's like more in this direction.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, the ending to that movie as well, just it has you leaving the cinema just feeling really good.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Like, that song choice is exceptional.
I really like the kind of vulnerability that Corin Sweat played behind the character. Like, that end scene where he's, yelling at Lex and saying, like, I'm the same as everyone else. Like, I get up in the morning and, put one foot in front of the other and try not to fuck up. Like, I'm just sitting there like, man, this is the character. Like James Gunn, they couldn't have picked a better person, in my opinion, to helm this film because, like, that guy knows the character. He knows the comics. He was just perfect to direct this film. So yeah, oh man. Anyway, yep.
And his casting is, he's proven that his casting is always spot on.
Yeah.
He knows what he wants and he knows what comic book lovers want too.
Yeah.
You know.
Now Frankie and Nobbins both gave this movie 2.5 stars, so I know they're not as
I didn't care for it. I thought it
yeah,
was
no,
pretty.
that's
Yeah.
fair
I
enough.
mean, it's knowing I'm not overly a Superman fan, so
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't expect to, 5-star it or anything. My favorite thing was probably Mr. Terrific. I thought
Yeah.
he
You
was
thought he
really
was
What's
good?
the word?
fun.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. No, that's fair enough. I loved all of the secondary characters. I love that, just the nuances, like the fact that they had Hawk Girl doing the battle scream, when she's like
Yeah, that's good.
going into action and stuff, things like that is just like you know what we want. Like this is perfect. So yeah. Again, a movie that I deeply regret not seeing in IMAX 3D now that I know what it's like. But yeah, that's all right.
Supergirl awaits.
Oh boy, does it ever. Yeah.
And Lanterns too. Lanterns is, I think that's going to be special too, the special show.
Oh my God, I can't
It
freaking
looks like
wait.
a True Detective sort of version of, superheroes.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the Clayface film as well, being that it's going to be like a more of a horror film
I
kind
think,
of
is
thing.
that this year?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, no, we got good things awaiting us now. So yeah. All right. Numero uno.
I think all the rest of us have the same number one. Nobbins, PTA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I think it's number one on lots of lists. I think it's going to clean up at awards time. I think it's probably one of the more poignant films that has come out.
And funny.
Yeah, very, very funny. Couple of small beers. Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another.
Haven't seen it. Damn it.
Did it appear on your list, Frankie? I can't remember.
It was my number 4.
Right. So, if you've seen it, you'd obviously be ranking it somewhere in the top 5 at least.
It was my number 7.
Yeah, 3.5 stars from Liam. 2 stars from Fraser Job.
Wow.
Let's take
That's
a
why
moment
he's not
to
on this
read his
show.
review. He's a good friend of mine and a regular listener.
All right.
He said there were moments of the second act I liked, mainly from the many humorous scenes involving Leonardo DiCaprio's character. This movie suffers from something I've found many well-established award-winning directors do these days. They make a movie way longer than it should be simply because they can. Easily could have cut an hour of this movie and it would have been much better both in pacing and storytelling. I had been looking forward to this one as I enjoyed the trailers, but I could tell very early it was not one for me.
I can't think of an hour you could take out of that.
No, because then it'd be 102. Oh, I guess the 102 minutes is a
No,
bit.
but with what's in there, like
Yeah. Look, I can't
it
say
would,
I haven't seen it.
yeah.
I'll leave it over to the.
I didn't, I feel like the time flew by,
That's what I felt as well.
and I didn't feel like there were any kind of lulls in
No.
what was happening. So yeah, I don't even know where you would start to cut an hour out of it.
And I'm normally quite averse to long movies, so I don't normally anything over 2 hours really puts me off watching a movie. And so for it to really just fly by, it says a lot.
But yeah, it's good because it's got the humor, it's got the setup, and then it's
Mm.
got like the humor of when things like the main things start kicking off, and then you've got the action comes in, there's
Yep.
a cool car chase and everything. Like it's just there's a reason why you don't feel
Yeah.
the runtime. There's just so much going on.
All right, so
Thing I
tell us
like.
what this movie about because
It is about interracial relations. It is about the face of patriarchy.
Mhm.
It is about people in power using the military for personal beef.
Who would do such a thing?
Well, the last 24 hours will tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about what is family. It's about the Illuminati.
Oh,
And big swing on anti-immigration as well.
right.
Thematically, that is what the film probably is about the most. But it's like we said, it's fun and action-packed on the surface, but layers if you really wanted to dig into it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I loved is that every time I thought it would make a certain decision, it did something else. So it just subverted my expectations all along.
Right. Because this is another movie that I saw the trailer and kind of thought, no, it's all right. Like and then
The
all of a
trailer
sudden
did not
everyone's
sell this movie.
No,
what was
But I
that?
don't know how you would in a trailer
no, I
either.
don't think so.
Mm.
Yeah. But then of course so everyone started, raving about it. I'm like seeing all these little 5-star and everything coming up on Letterboxd except for Phrase Job. And yeah, I was like, oh, okay, like this sounds interesting. So yeah, I'm very,
I
very
think
curious about this one.
it was fun to see. Like Leonardo was hilarious.
Mm.
How do you
Benicio
find
del
Michelangelo?
Toro is one of the best characters
Yeah.
of the year.
Yeah.
And Sean Penn
Ugly.
is that the like
Where
top
Guy walk.
shelf like for the character he plays these kinds of characters all the time. This might be the like culmination of years of doing that.
He should get
And
the Academy Award just for that walk he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really I started watching it again last night. I've got to finish it. But there's a scene where he says something to DiCaprio and like DiCaprio's face with like, what is this weirdo saying to me?
At the
It's
grocery?
just like,
Yeah.
it's just like perfect reaction face.
Yeah.
And it's
DiCaprio,
just like,
yeah,
so
DiCaprio is just a must-see for me, no matter what he's in.
cute.
I'll always watch whatever he's in. And for him to team up with Paul Thomas Anderson, who is another director that I will, go and see anything that he has his hand in, is a match made in heaven for me. So I was already in for that, but to give us what they did is I wouldn't be surprised if as time moves on there'll be a few detractors and naysayers, but I think that this will be one of the best movies
Well, you got Phrase Job.
of the last as the 2000s roll on. This will be up there. The
I
only
think so,
thing is it better than There Will Be Blood?
I think so.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I think the pacing is better than There Will Be Blood.
I have had the Blu-ray in my shelf for well over 10 years, and I still haven't gotten around to watching it yet.
I think
It's on my list because it's talked about so much and so many people love it, and
That's why I blind bought
haven't
it.
got to it yet.
Like I'm gonna like this movie. I know that much. So yeah, one
Do
day.
yourself a favor.
Yeah,
Trust me, it is.
I think thematically, There Will Be Blood is bigger than One Better After Another, but I think One Better After Another flows better for me as a movie. So I find it more enjoyable, but There Will Be Blood is a bigger, grander movie.
I can understand what you're saying. There's a lot of flat,
Yes.
meditative
Yes.
meditation spots through There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
But I still, at this stage, I prefer There Will Be Blood. I was just
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah, I ranked There Will Be Blood over this in my PTA list, but this was my 5th favorite of his.
Right.
fifth.
Which says more about his output, I think, than anything. Just how good a director he is.
So this one was the number one for Buffy, Frankie, Nobbins. Is that correct?
No,
Not Frankie, no.
Not Frankie.
it was my number 4.
Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, sorry. So Liam.
Yeah.
It's down to you. What's your number one?
We've
Sinners.
done my number 1. It was Sinners.
Yeah.
But sorry, something we
Sinners.
didn't mention with One Battle After Another.
Oh, so wait, is that it?
Yes.
Is wait. With One Battle After Another, we didn't talk about Chase Infinity, who is an absolute revelation in that movie. Is it her first movie that she's been in?
I think so. I think that's what they were saying.
Yeah, previously she was just a car.
Yeah, she is just to come out like for your first movie to be that good and to be holding your own against like Leo. Impressive. And I think another thing that we didn't talk about, one of the reasons why that runtime isn't felt is because of how good the score is. And I think the score really helps
score is
keep the
magnificent.
pace going.
Greenwood.
Yes, Johnny Greenwood. Yeah.
Also, I think the car chase was quite different from it had the location made it a different watch than like typical car chases. So that was
It's almost like an anti-car
really
chase because it wasn't like
Yeah.
lots of quick edits.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two pretty good car chases. I know the last one's the one that's heralded, but I think the escape after the robbery at the beginning's got a pretty good car chase as well, I thought. Really well shot.
I would have to say the bit with Leo doing his escape and running across the roofs, and then that's one of the best laughs I had in the cinema. I would say.
Yeah, and just once again, you're talking about Phoenician Scheme, and this Del Toro was Benicio Del Toro.
Always good in everything he's in as well.
Yeah, isn't he? And two completely different characters,
Yeah.
But he just embodies whoever, ever since Usual Suspects, always embodied whichever party he plays and just becomes them.
Actually, always, for some reason, my mind always goes to Traffic when I think of his earlier films as like the film for me. I thought he was so goddamn good.
Yeah. Great movie.
Mi amor.
Wow. All right. Well, that's it. We've done it. We've done our top tens for the year. There's been a few crossovers, been a few things. So
do we want to just do
honorable mentions now? So
or do we want to just overview our lists and read them all in one in case anyone wants concise per person list?
Frankie, you go first.
All right, so number 10, Becoming Led Zeppelin. Number 9, Neighborhood Watch. Number 8, Springsteen, Deliver Me from Nowhere. Number 7, Caught Stealing. Number 6, Bob Trevino Likes It. Number 5, The Phoenician Scheme. Number 4, One Battle After Another. Number 3, The Count of Monte Cristo. Number 2, Train Dreams. And number 1, Sinners.
And did you want to mention your honorable mentions?
I think a lot of them have already been mentioned. Let me go back.
But were
to
they
my
mentioned
list.
honorably?
Well, they were on people's lists. So.
Yeah, but
I mentioned dishonorably.
Yeah.
I had Eternity Companion. I really liked F1, but it just was the kind of film that it was a bit more spectacle than top 10. Final Destination. And the 4.5-star one I had was Warfare, which was very much an experience because I wasn't going to see it at the cinema, but I heard everyone talking about how good the sound was and you should go see it in the cinema because of the sound design. So I decided to go see it and it was full on. It's so loud. The movie's in real time. So you're just like in it with these guys and you can't escape it. I almost had like anxiety attack in the cinema because this like noise was so much.
We actually saw a Watch Mojo video recently where they were talking about the anxiety that film gives. And I mentioned to Kylie, I was like, oh, that's the one that Frankie went and saw and got anxiety from. So yeah.
I don't know if it would be as powerful at home, but it's a lot of sound to deal with, and in the cinema, and it's really loud. Like I'm sure they had the sound up higher volume than standard movie sound because it was so loud. So yeah, so that was a really fun experience, but it's not the kind of movie to, rewatch again and again or have as a favorite. So that's why, even though I rated it highly because it was a really good experience and some good performances, it's not really a top 10.
Right. Was that your all for your honorable mentions?
Well, yeah, I just ran through them and they all
Just checking.
got mentioned.
All right. So my top 10, we had Avatar.
Oh wait, one more. Sorry.
That's why I wanted to
do
check.
one more.
What was that?
No, I had this down further on the list. I watched a little indie movie called Gothic Slayers.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Which
Yeah,
I
good
just
times.
have to shout out because it's so fun. I think it was on Tubi. It's streaming somewhere anyway that I found it, but yeah, it's a fun time. So
Cool.
have a look at that.
All right. So yes, my top 10 for this year was Avatar: Fire and Ash at number 10. Number 9 was The Naked Gun. Number 8, Final Destination: Bloodlines. Number 7, Tron: Ares. Number 6, Spinal Tap 2: Electric Boogaloo. Number 5 was Locked. Big surprise there. Number 4, Companion. Number 3, Bring Her Back. Number 2, Sinners. And number 1, Superman. As far as my honorable mention, I'm looking at my list of things that I saw this year, and I started off the year with a bunch of weird documentaries. So there was the Jerry Springer Fights Camera Action, which was absolutely brilliant. I gave that one 4.5 stars. It is such an eye-opening look at what went on behind the scenes of that show. Yeah, actually, that was the very first movie that I think I watched. Oh, no, it probably wasn't the first movie I watched in the year, but anyway, January. There was also This Is the Tom Green documentary, which I thoroughly enjoyed. The Fall of Diddy, that was also a very eye-opening documentary. And there was one in the Trainwreck series, the Astroworld Tragedy, which was about a music festival that went wrong. That was the same series that they covered the Woodstock 99 festival, which was also brilliant. But so those were actually like really worth watching. And the other one that is on my, well, why is it not coming up on my list of 2025 movies? That's interesting. Another one that I am gonna throw in for my honorable mentions, went and saw it last night. The Housemaid was such a fun time at the movies. It's yeah, look, honestly, I hadn't even heard of the film until very recently, because I'm just that out of the loop. But we tried to go and see it um last weekend, but we went to buy our tickets 10 minutes before the movie was, and the freaking thing was sold out. And I'm like,
Good
It's a
sign.
hugely popular book.
right. And yeah, I was like, fuck, okay, I mean, look, I'm not saying, oh, because I haven't heard of it, everyone else shouldn't have, but I was surprised. So we got to go and see it last night, and yeah, it is so much fun. Definitely one of those movies that from start to finish, like really keeps you intrigued as to there's plenty of twists and turns going on throughout it. Amanda Seyfried just gave one of the best performances I've seen in a long time. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that is definitely an honorable mention for that one. So yeah, there you go.
It felt like a 90s erotic thriller throwback.
Yeah.
a bit,
Oh,
so-
totally. Yeah. It's as a lot of reviewers have been saying,
Nice.
like, there was a time in the 80s and 90s where these sort of domestic thrillers were so, so common. And
Maybe they'll come back.
yeah, well, yeah, who knows? So yeah, no, great film.
Top 10.
Prescott, yes, your top 10.
4 hours ago, I announced my number 10. It was Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc.
That's right, I remember
Number 9 was Life of Chuck. Number 8 was Thunderbolts. Number 7, only because you guys forced me to, Nosferatu. 6 was Begonia. 5 was Weapons. 4 was Frankenstein. 3 was Sinners. 2 was Bring Her Back, and number 1 was One Battle After Another. And I
didn't prepare you for honorable mentions because I didn't know what I was
no,
doing.
but that's okay.
You've got it.
Yeah, I've got a bunch, but I'll just give you a
like
quick
100 movies there.
Yeah.
Are you going to go through all of them?
Not all of them.
Okay, cool.
I'd like to give a shout out to If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Rose Byrne is phenomenal in that movie.
Still need to watch that.
Yeah, it's definitely worth your time. And yeah, I think she's probably up, if she's up for an award, I wouldn't be surprised if she gets it.
Yep.
On the flip side, a bit of Mindless, Predator, Badlands, I thought was a fun time at the cinema.
Still got to watch that.
And as far as horror, The Ugly Stepsister. Has anybody heard about this?
Seen
Yes.
that.
Yeah, definitely check that out. If you like body horror, Liam, you'll be very happy with that movie. And Dangerous Animals. Anybody see that?
Yes, loved it. It was on my it's on my what are we doing list.
This one,
honorable menus. Thank you.
And lastly, Black Phone 2. I thought that was a really good successor to the first.
I still got to watch that. I rewatched The Black Phone, and I was going to watch Black Phone 2, but I didn't get to it in time. Probably watch it tonight.
Cool. All right, Liam, what was your list and what are your HMs?
All right, so top 10. 10, we have Companion. 9, Eternity. 8, Heart Eyes. 7, One Battle After Another. 6, K-pop Demon Hunters. 5, Thunderbolts. 4, Weapons. 3, Together. 2, The Long Walk. And 1 was Sinners. Honorable mentions, The Running Man. Again, I like my slashers. So Clown in a Cornfield.
I still need to watch that.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good surprises.
It's so much fun. Yeah, I read the book last year as well, and
I read a book once.
It's a pretty good adaptation. It does its own thing in places, but it works. And then last night I watched Christie, which I was pleasantly surprised by. For some reason, seeing Sydney Sweeney box women was entertaining.
Scratch snitch.
Cool. All right. Nobbins.
Number 10 was Black Bag. Number 9, The Last Viking. Number 8, Twinless. Number 7, Bring Her Back. Number 6, No Other Choice. Number 5, It Was Just an Accident. Number 4, Train Dreams. Number 3, Sinners. Number 2, Sorry Baby, and number 1 was One Battle After Another. My honourable mentions would have included Dangerous Animals as well. Wake Up Dead Man, which I thought was another great entry in the Knives Out series, and a little Australian animated movie called Lesbian Space Princess, which I thought was silly but funny and had a great message.
Cool. All right.
I think we did pretty good at having a lot of crossover of the best films, and also like we had so many different titles as well.
Yeah.
Good job, us. Well done. Everyone pat themselves on the back.
High five, everybody. All right. Well, that concludes this 10-hour podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go down below and let us know what was some of your favorite movies of this year. What are were there some that we didn't mention? Are there some that you vehemently disagree with, or some that you're like, oh, they said that movie, I want to say that I liked it too? You can do that. If you're listening to this, you can get on the interwebs and just do not go to danandfrankie.com. There's no such thing. But if you Google Dan and Frankie Go to Hollywood, you will find us all over the socials. You can come and talk to us. You can email us. We've got email now at Dan and Frankie podcast at either Outlook or gmail.com. And yeah, come and say hi. Come and be on our podcast. I mean, there's proof that if you listen to us, we will get you on screen.
Only with the promise that I could plug my band, Wolf Whistle Wounds,
which I'm leading to that. Okay. So yeah, well, so you've ruined the whole thing now. I was going to go into this whole thing, thank you, Buffy Prescott, so much
No.
for coming on board, coming like 5 minutes down the road. Would you like to tell the good folks about your musical endeavors?
Yes.
This is your time.
Yes, I would, Dan. Thank
Right,
you.
that's right.
My band Wolf Whistle Wounds is bringing out singles every month for the next few months leading up to our album mid-year. So just type Wolf Whistle Wounds into your music platform of choice and get streaming and adding to playlists, all that good gear.
Yep.
Or purchasing if you
If you like
of that
Nobbins,
ilk.
like
Nobbins.
yeah, which way does my finger go? This way, yeah. If you like this guy
That's
down
it.
here, this guy down here, like there he is.
This dude.
And plug for that's music for movies. I just want to encourage everybody to get to the cinema as much as you can. Let's keep the dream alive.
Yes, unless it's not playing and you need to pirate it. Anyway, no, so there you go. Have you guys got a website or anything?
Thanks for having me.
No.
No, not a website. On all the socials as well. I've been pumping out content. So you get on Instagram or TikTok, you can see that with a few behind the scenes and behind closed doors, what the what the songs are about and how we made them. So that's all there for people who want to get deeper. But if you don't and you just want to enjoy our music at face value, I welcome that as well.
Yeah, and
Right.
do check it out. Yeah, ever since the field days, which I did notice in your recent video, there was a reference to that.
Boom. Easter egg.
Yeah, I actually used a bunch of his music on a short film I did back in the early 2000s. That's how far back we've been working together.
We got a new video coming out.
Yes,
in a couple of months.
Yes, we do. So yeah, no, his music, everything he's ever done is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, and I would say that even if you weren't sitting here next to me. So there you go. What's it? $100? Oh fuck, thanks, man. Cool. Liam, have you had fun?
Oh, it's been a great time, but it always is.
Yeah, of course it is. Like this place to come and hang out and be cool, be part of the cool kids.
Yeah, it's worth staying up till 3 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. No, thank you very much, Liam, for once again joining us and throwing in your what do they have in Britain?
Pence.
Throwing in your
Pence, yeah.
Yeah.
At the
2 pence.
cinema.
Well, thank you for having me.
No, that's okay. And thanks, Nobbins. Anyway, no, come on, Nobbins. Yeah,
Always a pleasure to be on.
We say another classic Nobbins win. This one, like you did good. We're proud of you. Yeah.
Yep. Back to my cupboard until the next episode.
Yes, we'll make sure that it gets locked up, and we'll slide food under the door for you as we normally.
Occasionally, yeah. I do appreciate that.
Yeah. Frankie, what do we?
No, I feel a sense of freedom now because December was all like Christmas movies and then 2025 movies because I missed so many. And so now it's like I can just watch whatever I want.
Yay!
No themes, no deadlines, just whatever.
You still doing the
movie
squeeze,
fun.
though? Still squeezing the
what?
squeeze? Squeezing the squeeze?
I am. I had to pause that for 2025
Right.
things. Next on my list is I'm up to the Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, boy.
Divisive.
All right, well, there you go. That's going to this will probably be our last podcast because Frankie's about to lose all faith in cinema.
No, I watched the first like 10, 15 minutes on Broly before
Right.
I ended up getting the Blu-ray when they had a buy one get one free thing on. And it seems really fun. So
there you
I am
go.
feeling positive about it.
It's really
Fair
cool.
enough. Look, in all honesty, I can't talk. I haven't seen it. I'm just going by what I've heard about it. So yeah.
Yes, mixed reactions.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. We're coming up. We're just back to our normal, regular programming. Like, yeah, nothing big to announce or anything like that. We're just being boring again. Might do another Daft Academy Awards. Who knows? Although I don't really have much to contribute, but we'll see. All right. Well, we are out of here. Thank you very much to everyone who's actually stuck through all this. And yeah, we will catch you next time. Till then, stay safe, watch lots of movies, and bye for now. Thank you, Norton.